How we doing, folks? Top of the morning to you. It's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. Coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. It's Kelley, folks, certified holistic nutritionist. How we doing this morning? It's Friday. TGIF, right? As we say in America. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. What you got planned for this weekend? You got anything fun planned for this weekend? TGIF? There's a reason we celebrate Friday. But how we doing, folks? It's Kelley, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas, your certified holistic nutritionist, where we talk about all things type 2 diabetes, all things high blood sugar, all things pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, any form of insulin resistance, folks. We talk about what it is. Not only do we talk about what it is, we also talk about how to actually fix the number, how to actually fix your A1C, how to bring it down naturally without relying heavily on medications. You can do it naturally. Did you know that? Did you know that type 2 diabetes is it's very easy to get type 2 diabetes? It's very easy to get. All you have to do, just like I did, when I got my diagnosis of diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, all I had to do was eat whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however I wanted, for as long as I wanted. And I was going to most likely become insulin resistant, which I did. I became insulin resistant. I became a diabetic. I had heart disease, and I was obese. Needless to say, I don't have any of that anymore, but it's easy to get, and then it's easy to get rid of. I don't have any of those conditions anymore. So no more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. The question is, how did I get rid of it? How did I get rid of type 2 diabetes? Well, how I got rid of it, it's the same way that you're going to get rid of it. You know, that was 4 years ago. 2021 was the last year that I had diabetes. 2021 was the last year. It's 2025 and I still don't have it anymore. It's gone forever out of my life. Close the chapter of that book. Close that door. You know how the door, when the door is squeaking, like you're closing the door? Close that door. No more going backwards. And the same thing is going to happen to you, folks. Same thing is going to happen to you. How you doing, folks? My name is Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. Talk about all things pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, type 2 diabetes, any form of insulin, any form of insulin resistance we can talk about. Hold on. Had a hairball in my throat. Anyhow, any form of insulin resistance, we're going to talk about it. First, we're going to talk about what is it? Like, what the heck is insulin resistance? Why is my blood sugar high? Man, we're going to get down to all of that. And then once we get down to all of that, then I'm going to tell you how to fix it, folks. That's going to be part 2. So it's part 1, what is it? Part 2, the sequel, how to fix it. So stick around for both, folks. Strap in and enjoy the ride. Stick around for at least until about an hour to break down what is it, like what is it. We're going to break it all the way down, and then we're going to break down how to fix it. That's the fun part, how to fix it. If your A1C has gotten a little bit too high and it's just climbing and climbing and climbing, how do you get it to bring it back down for a nice smooth landing? That's what I'm going to teach you how to do, folks. Do me a favor, folks, and bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with these conditions like we talked about. Diabetes, pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, erectile dysfunction. Like, share this live out there. Hold down my face and share the live out there to these folks who desperately need this information. Now, I'm going to be giving y'all a bunch of information today, but here's the thing. I'm going to be giving y'all a bunch of knowledge. But here's the thing. I want you to remember throughout the live, I want you to remember this. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. I'm going to say that again. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. And folks, I'm not up here to entertain you, okay? I'm up here to get you to take some action for your health, to reverse diabetes, which diabetes is type 2 diabetes is very, very reversible. If I can do it, if I can do it, why the heck look, if I can do it, why the hell can't you? I'm going to show you. If I can do it, put a new in the chat, folks. Put a new in the chat if you're new to me. If you never heard of me before, like, yo, who are you, guy? Like, I've never heard of you before. I'm just coming across you. Put a new in the chat. If you are, my name's Kelley. We talk about all things type 2 diabetes, high blood sugars, all of that stuff. Put a new in the chat. Okay. Got one new person. All right. Shout out to my one new person. My A1C is 11.3. I need help. I got you. I'm going to show you how to bring that down. Stick around. Stick around for at least an hour. I got you. New. Got a lot of new folks. Couple of new folks. A 14. Yeah, 14 is quite high. That's what we're going to talk about next, folks. Here it is. I know a thing or two about diabetes, folks. I know a thing or two about diabetes. Know a thing or two about weight loss. Right? 2 weeks after I took this picture, I got diagnosed with diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. Right? I'm teaching a class. I'm up in Canada. Teaching a class. So yeah, diabetes is very, very, I know all about it, but it's also very reversible as well. Look at that. It's also very reversible. So just because you get diagnosed with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, I don't care how many years have you had it, just because you get diagnosed with it doesn't mean that it's not reversible. Right? Your body wants to heal from anything. It wants to heal from any and everything. You see that? That's called diabetes. That's on the left. That's called diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. On the right, the other picture, no more diabetes, no more heart disease. And as you can tell, look how many inches I lost off my waist. Obviously, there's no more obesity. All right. Obviously, there's no more obesity. If I can do it, I'm just a normal dude. I'm not different than you. If I can do it, why can't you do it? Do me a favor, folks. Bebop that screen, double tap that screen, and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with this condition. Your A1C, folks, is very, very. You can lower your A1C. You're talking about A1C. You can lower your A1C in as little as 2 weeks. What's up, Netta? In as little as 2 weeks, you can lower your A1C. You're like, Kelley, that's impossible, man. People told me, like, yo, that's not what the doctors say. That's not what this says. That's not what that says. Well, I'm telling you, I showed you the pictures, right? I showed you these pictures, right? These pictures. Though it takes 3 months for your overall A1C to affect your overall score. But in the short term, you can do something every single day. If you literally change it all, go from eating a poor diet to all of a sudden you're eating a fantastic diet, you're eating a healthy diet, you're clean eating. In as little as 14 days, you can do that. Because that's how quickly your body wants to heal. All you got to do is give your body the right tools that it needs. You give your body the right tools that it needs, it will repair itself. So that's what we're going to get into, folks. I'm going to tell you how to do that throughout this live. So how we doing, folks? My name's Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist. We're getting ready to get up here on the board, talk about all things A1C. Do me a favor, put the words A1C in the chat. A1C. Put that in the chat, folks. And we're going to get up here and get on this board. Very first thing that I want you to do, though, is take the quiz. If you have not taken the quiz, it is a 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Now, that quiz is linked in my bio right up here. So click here, click on that picture again. It'll take you to that 2-minute quiz to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Well, here we go. A1C. Let's get into it. First step, I told you I'm going to take you through a 2-part process. What is it? How do we fix it? Part number 1, let's get to it. What is it? Going to the board, folks. Classes in session. Here's how I like to run my lives. I like to come on, introduce myself, and then after I introduce myself, then we get up here and we answer your questions, any questions that you got, and then we get up here on the board and class is in session. Let's see. Class is in session, folks. All right, let's see if you can see that. I think you can. Okay. Any questions before we get going on all things A1C? Because that is my goal. My goal is to get you to understand the villain that we're fighting. Who the heck are we fighting? Who the heck are we fighting? All right, let me break my thing down. All right, I think we should be good right there. Who are we fighting? Hemoglobin A1C. Is there such thing as prediabetes? This is what we're going to talk about right now. Thank you for asking that. So we're going to talk about all things prediabetes, gestational diabetes, what insulin resistance. We're going to talk about all of that right now. A1C, all of that right now. Here's a question. Who's ever gone to the doctor and they say, hey, listen, man, you're anemic. You've got low iron. And yeah, we got to give you some iron transfusions. You got to take some iron supplements. Who's ever gone and experienced that before? Have you ever experienced that? Put a me in the chat. If you've ever gone to the doctor and said, yeah, I'm anemic, you're anemic, all of that. Put a me in the chat. Yup. Let's see. Oh. Hemoglobin A1C. A1C. Let me get a better eraser because I don't think this one's good. Okay. Hemoglobin A1C. What the heck is it? Now, like you said, you've gone to the doctor and they said, listen, your hemoglobin is low. It's real low. So you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, you always want to know why you're always tired. If you're suffering from being anemic, it's because you don't have enough oxygen-rich blood cells, red blood cells. Oxygen-rich red blood cells need to flow through every cell of your body at all times. It's called the breath that you breathe. Every time you breathe in and out, think of hemoglobin. Every time you breathe in and out, think of hemoglobin. Oxygen-rich blood needs to go to every cell of your body. Sounds like very important stuff. If you want to know how important this stuff is, see how long you can hold your breath. You want to know how important hemoglobin is? See how long you can hold your breath. Give it a try on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how long did you go? All right. Hemoglobin is literally the life that you breathe. The reason that you got to breathe is because you don't have enough oxygen-rich blood going through your body. That's why you need to breathe. It's why human beings can't breathe underwater. It's why we need scuba gear, because there's a little thing called hemoglobin, like, aka oxygen-rich red blood cells. Okay, so that is hemo. Iron and oxygen, that's what hemo means. Globin means protein. Hemo, iron and oxygen, globin, protein. Okay, now A1C. What the heck's an A1C? An A1C is how much sugar, what kind of sugar? Blood sugar has been attached to your hemoglobin over the past 3 months. But a better word would be stuck. How much sugar has been stuck to your hemoglobin? And it's indicated by a percent. Over the past 3 months, how much sugar has been stuck to your hemoglobin? It can go as low as 4 or high as 30. You know these numbers. Put your number in the chat. If you're comfortable with it, put your number in the chat. Put your A1C in the chat. If you know your A1C, put it in the chat. If you're comfortable with it, throw it in there. Because that, like I said, that number can go in, it can range. Let's see some of the ranges. Let's see some of these ranges. 5.7, 5.6. Let's see, what else? 6.9, 7, 8. 5.8. Let's see. 8.3, I saw 13.7, 5.1. Oh, great, Sharon. 6.5, 5.3, 11.6. Oops. Yeah. All right. You see there's a range, right? There's a range of numbers. 6.4, 9.2, 7.1. These numbers are percents that you're calling out. It's a percent of sugar that has been stuck to your hemoglobin over the past 3 months. 5.7 to 6.4. See people calling out the numbers. 5.7 to 6.4. What percentage of sugar? This is the percentage of sugar that you have stuck to your hemoglobin. So who can tell me what it means when your number gets to a 5.7 to a 6.4? You go to the doctor, your number is a 5.7 to a 6.4. Can you tell me what it means, folks? What does that mean? What does that mean? Put it in the chat. Somebody say, you're good, but it's high. I don't know what to say on that. You're good, but it's high. It's got to be one or the other. Pre-diabetic, all right? Pre-diabetic, pre-diabetes. Do me a favor, folks. If you're a couple more folks that just joined the room, put a new in the chat if you're new in the chat. All right. My name is Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, coming to you straight from the airways of Houston, Texas. We're talking about all things diabetes. Right now, we're in the thick of it. We're talking about A1C and what is an A1C and what is diabetes, what is insulin resistance, and then we're going to figure out how to defeat it. That's part 2. I'm new. Okay. New. Good morning. New. All right. New. Insulin resistance, new in chat. All right. Cool. Pre-diabetes. Y'all said it. Welcome. Welcome, my folks who are new. Pre-diabetes. Now, what does it mean? Okay, pre-diabetes. What does that mean, though? So we're sharing some. So somebody asked earlier, what is pre-diabetes? Okay, let's talk about it. Who can tell me what the most important hormone is in your body? Now, there's a lot of important hormones in the body, but which one's the most important one? Think about a game of spades. There's a lot of important cards in the game, but which card is the most important? Oh, that would be the Joker. Who's the Joker of hormones, folks? Put it in the chat. Let's see what we got. Cortisol, somebody said. Insulin. Okay, insulin. A lot of people put insulin, capital letters. Is it glucagon? Is it cortisol? Is it testosterone? Is it estrogen? Is it is it dopamine? Is it serotonin? Is it GLP-1? Is it vitamin D? Vitamin D, believe it or not, is not actually a vitamin. It's a hormone. Okay. Vitamin D. It's another one. Okay, we got some mixed reviews. The endocrine, that's the whole system. Right? Cortisol, okay, we got some cortisol. Got it. Insulin is the most important hormone in the body, folks. Why is it so important? Ask a type 1 diabetic what it means to be insulin dependent. What does it mean to be insulin dependent? It means that you cannot survive without this most important hormone in your body. So as a result, you have to use insulin for the rest of your life because you're insulin dependent. That's what it means to be a type 1 diabetic, folks, to be insulin dependent. So becoming a pre-diabetic means that you are becoming resistant to the most important hormone in the body. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're becoming resistant to the most important hormone in the body, that cannot be a good thing, folks. Cannot be a good thing. So that's what it means to be a pre-diabetic. It means that you're already insulin resistant. It just hasn't gotten bad yet. That's all it means. It means that you're already sick. It means that it just hasn't gotten real bad yet. That's all it means. What happens, folks, when you go to the doctor and your A1C is a 6.5 or higher? You start getting into the 6.5, the 7s, the 8s, the 9s, the 10s, the 11s, the 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What does that mean, folks? What does that mean? Type 2 diabetes, diabetic. Yeah, diabetic. You're in trouble. I'm just saying. Okay, you're in trouble. That's what it says. Diabetes. Okay, diabetes. What the heck is that? People are like, well, why should I care? Now, I talked about all these different things, but let's tie it all together. Let's find out what it means. It means that if once your number starts getting higher, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, basically, it's another way of saying you're aging. The higher the number is, the faster you're aging. The higher the number is, which means the more the percent, which means the more percent of sugar that is glycating, aka that's a scientific word, glycation. But another way of saying it is oxidizing, or another way of saying it is getting very, very rusty. So your cells are getting very, very rusty based on you being insulin resistant. The higher the number is, the more insulin resistant that you are. Insulin, being the most important hormone in the body, is responsible for a lot of things. And number one, it's responsible for putting the energy into your cells. So if you cannot, you got to get energy into your cells to move about, for your, like, your heart to beat and everything. Like, everything has to go through insulin, like literally everything. That's why it's the most important hormone in the body. Everything goes through it. The higher the number is, the more insulin resistant you are becoming, which means the more sugar you're going to have stuck to your hemoglobin, which in simple terms, it means this. It means the higher the number is, the faster you've got a date with the Grim Reaper. The faster you're checking out of here. That's what glycation means. It's just a fancy way of saying you're checking out of here a lot sooner than what you should. But they lightened it up and said glycation. But that's what it means, folks, to have a high A1C. It means if you've got plans of hanging out with your kids, your friends, your family, and for years to come, if you've got a high A1C, the chances of you getting there years to come or greatly diminished. Greatly diminished. So this is what it means, folks, to be a diabetic. It means that you're pre-diabetic, you're already sick. It means that when you're already sick, you just haven't gotten bad yet. And when your diabetes higher, the higher the number is, the more insulin resistant you are, which causes more sugar to choke. Literally, that's what it is. Remember what we said hemoglobin was? Hemoglobin is literally the life that you breathe. Remember that? Every time you breathe in and out, human beings can't breathe underwater. Remember that? The sugar is literally, it means the sugar is literally choking the life out of you. The higher the number is, the faster you're digging a grave with your teeth. The faster you're checking out of here. It's inevitable. That's why people leave here 15, 20 years too soon, because they literally got the life choked out of them. Literally. That's what it means. Now, we can dive more into this if y'all want. But this, folks, is what it means to have diabetes, type 2 diabetes. It is the most dangerous condition that there is. There's a lot of danger. It's up there. I wouldn't say that there is, but it's up there. It's up. I'd say that it is the most dangerous condition that it is, because everything goes downstream of insulin resistance. So you get insulin resistant, the more insulin resistant you are, you literally just open your whole body up to more and more and more conditions, because everything is thrown off, because insulin is thrown off. Heart disease, inflammation, IBS, all of these other different conditions all tie back, erectile dysfunction, they all tie back to insulin resistance. Having a high A1C. So folks, this is what it means to have type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, folks. Now, I'm going to tell you how to fix it right now, but I just want to make sure you understand that the enemy that we're fighting is not, this is not one to underestimate this. You don't want to underestimate this guy. You don't want to underestimate, like if you watch the Avengers, you don't want to underestimate Thanos. Okay? Thanos was the villain. Okay? This guy right here is the villain. He's the villain. Type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and all that is the villain. But the villain always loses at the end of the movie, right? Even though it took 3 movies, they still defeated Thanos on the Avengers. Ideally, you want it 4.9 to 5.3. (4.9 to 5.3). We're going to talk about how to get it there right now. But I want to make sure that you guys understand what it means to have a high A1C, or what that number actually really truly means. If it makes sense to you now, put a health yes in the chat. Put a health yes in the chat if it makes sense to you now what this hemoglobin A1C number is and why it's so important. Put a health yes. Let's see. Yep, health yes. Health yes. Health yes. Health yes. That's it. Put health yes. Now, folks, if you want to know how you've been managing this number, health yes. If you want to know how you've been managing this number, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go take that quiz. It's a 2-minute quiz that you can take, folks, to understand and learn how you've been managing this number right here. That's step number 1. People are like, well, Kelley, well, what's step number 1? Step number 1 is, where do you stand on this? Where do you stand on this? Have you been doing a great job? Have you been doing a great job managing this number, or have you been doing a terrible job managing this number? This quiz is going to either reveal you or expose you. That's why a lot of people refuse to take the quiz, but it's a free quiz. Right here. It's linked in my bio. Boom, quiz right here. Right there. It's linked in my bio. Over here as well. It's linked in my description. Right here. It's going to look like that. But here it is. Quiz is right there. This link. The masterclass. There's a free masterclass. There is the PDF. I saw some folks and there's a free PDF. Now, these are all free. The quiz is free. The masterclass is free. It's a 45-minute masterclass that you can take to understand and learn, or well, understand the formula to defeat type 2 diabetes. It is a lifestyle formula. So lifestyle first. Here's what I believe. I believe that it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. You can't fix it with the diet and lifestyle first. Okay, then we can talk about the medication. But it should always be lifestyle first. Right? So the quiz is free. Masterclass is free. Break down the formula, PDF. 14-day challenge. 14-day challenge is for people who are seriously ready for real change. They've gotten to the point where they're on that blood sugar roller coaster, the highs, the lows, and they're continuously stuck on that and they don't know what to do. Their blood sugar won't come down. Their A1C won't come down no matter what. These folks are ready to take control of their health. This is a blueprint that says if you follow this blueprint, which over 250 people have joined this challenge, you follow this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, your blood sugar, I promise you, it will not look the same. It will be totally different, night and day different. If that's you, if you're struggling with this condition, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What are the people saying? What the people are saying right here. You're ready to take control of your blood sugar. If that's you, you've been saying, I've been struggling with this medication for many years and I am ready for change. If that is you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, right? It's $99 to join the challenge. But if you use the live discount code is ENERGY. Use that live discount code ENERGY. You join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. $79 to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Like I said, folks, a lot of freebies on there, a lot of go grab and go get all that stuff. It's a lot of goodies on there. It's like Disney World for a diabetic. It's like Disney World. This is the quiz, the masterclass, the 14-day challenge. Let me see, what questions y'all got? Let me see if I missed any of these questions. Can you show me again how to get there to the test? I'm driving, tell me please. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. All right, is 5.2 bad? No, 5.2 is great. Look, ideally, 4.9 to 5.3. 5.2 is fantastic. It's fantastic. Let me write on the board. My endocrinologist put me on Ozempic and healthy exercise, eating and drinking portions. The shirt is awesome though. Thank you. Thank you. Energy. Energy is the discount code to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Thank you. I lowered mine to right. I'm at a 5.9 to a 5.6. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's talk about how to fix this thing, folks. All right. I was literally waking up to bomb and didn't know A1C was 11.2, blood sugar was over 11. Yeah, you never know. Here we go. How do you fix this thing? Now here's the fix. This, folks, a lot of people want to know, how do you fix this thing, Kelley? How do you do it? How do you get my number to how do I get my number to 4.9 to a 5.3? I'm going to leave this up here the entire live. We're going to be here until noon Eastern time. I get this a lot. How do you fix it, Kelley? Well, here it is. How do you fix it? It's through the most neglected form of healing that there is. what is the most neglected form of healing that there is? But it's the most powerful form of healing that there is. And this, folks, is called maintaining your pace. It's called lifestyle medicine. So lifestyle first, medication second. If you cannot fix it with the diet and lifestyle first, then we can talk about the medication. But that's how that key word is first. Maintaining your pace is the only person that can prescribe you this medication is you. The doctor can't prescribe you this medication. Your mom can't prescribe you this medication. Your uncle can't prescribe you this medication. The only person that can prescribe yourself this medication, if you want to get your A1C back to a 5.3, you want to get your A1C back to a 5.3, you're going to have to prescribe yourself this medication. Your spouse can't do it for you. Lifestyle first, medication second. The first part of the formula that you got to prescribe to yourself. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, Kelley, well, how did you do it? And I tell them, I ask them, how serious are you about it? And most people say, yeah, I'm real serious. But I was like, okay, here's what you got to do. The first part of the formula. The first part of the lifestyle medicine formula that you got to conquer to get your A1C back to a 5.3, because it ain't going to drop by itself. Thank you for the hat. Is having a peaceful mind. You're like, well, what the hell is a peaceful mind, Kelley? I can't have a peaceful mind. Hell no. Do you see my life, Kelley? My life's crazy. I got the kids, I got this, I got the traffic, I got laundry, I got all of this stuff. Yeah, we all do. We all do. The same wind blows on everybody. The same wind blows on everybody. Just picture yourself being like a little sailboat. So stress happens to everybody. But how you manage it and how you handle it, that's having a peaceful mind. Cortisol, because cortisol can wreck your whole thing. Like we talked about important hormones. Cortisol can wreck the whole thing. You could be working out, you could be eating well, you could be doing all that stuff. But if you've got high cortisol, if you're stressed out all the time, guess what's going to happen? Now, your body thinks that you're in fight or flight mode. You're like, well, what's fight or flight mode? It means if you're up against the bear, if you run up against the bear, or you're going to fight, or you're going to flight, aka run. Fight or flight. The adrenaline kicks in when you get ready to fight a bear, and then adrenaline, cortisol, guess what happens then? Now, your body thinks you're in a fight. Now your body releases stored glucose from your liver to go fight, to put into your muscles so that you can have energy to fight the bear. But where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. If you came back from the lab and your cortisol is super high, like somebody just said, their cortisol is super high, the chances of your blood, you're not going to be able to lose any weight. The chances of you losing weight is very, very slim. The chances of you having high blood sugar are very, very high. Because of that chain reaction that I just said. Cortisol and then adrenaline. Then blood sugar gets released from the liver. Then, where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Where blood sugar goes, insulin follows, folks. First part of the formula. Who's getting on your nerves? Figure out what it is. Figure out how to reduce it, or see if you, I don't know, if you can't eliminate it altogether, you can figure out how to reduce it. The stress. Here's how we handle stress. Here's the 3 M's. The 3 M's, folks. How do you manage stress? You can't control the outside world. How you manage it? This is how you think about it. The 3 M's. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. Those are the 3 M's, folks. You master the 3 M's, meditation, mindfulness, meet with your therapist. You start to notice your stress levels, the cortisol levels will start to come down. First part of the lifestyle medicine formula that you gotta conquer is the P. It's having a peaceful mind. The next part of the lifestyle medicine formula, folks, the medicine that you gotta prescribe yourself to get your number back to a 5.3, because everybody has the ability to do it. Just like I did, just like you can do it. Check it out. This is the part that you gotta prescribe to yourself. And it is called having an active body. Bring your number, your A1C, back to that normal range. You gotta prescribe yourself an active body. You're like, Kelley, man, check this out, bro. Like, I think I'm allergic to activity. Like, I ain't worked out in a long time. People ask me all the time, is it possible to be allergic to activity? And the answer to that question is an absolutely not. Why? Because human beings have always been prescribed an active body. When human beings were created, folks, there was no such thing as Netflix. There was no such thing as binge watching The Bachelor. There was no such thing. Having an active body is what they were prescribed. Now, in modern society, we've got so much entertainment that we don't prescribe it anymore. And like I said, people think that we're allergic to it. But if you're suffering from insulin resistance, then moving your body is going to be your best friend. Why? Because moving your body, muscles, they're hungry. You're like, well, what are they hungry for, Kelley? What are muscles hungry for? Well, muscles, it's like synergy. It's perfect synergy. Muscles and blood sugar are like a perfect match made in heaven. Okay? When you move your body, when you just eat some food and you've got blood sugar, high blood sugar, or if you just got any blood sugar in your bloodstream, that current blood sugar that's in your bloodstream, when you move your body, the muscles will literally seek that blood sugar out and soak it all in, uptake it. Muscles are hungry. They're like on a constant prowl for blood sugar. So the more you're moving your muscles, the more they soak it up. Especially when you're hitting the weights. Are you in the gym getting swole? Especially then. Strength training, muscles. Muscles are like Pac-Man. And the pellets, you know how Pac-Man's always eating the pellets, he just can't get enough? It's the same thing with the muscles. They cannot get enough blood sugar. They're just all day. So if you've got high blood sugar, and if you're suffering from insulin resistance, muscles are hungry for the same stuff that you've got too much of. Think about it. It's why they tell you to go for a walk after you finish your meal. That's why they tell you to go for a walk, right? Because they know that those muscles are going to soak up all of that excess glucose and it'll just keep on eating. As long as you feed it, it'll keep on eating. You ever watch that movie, Little Shop of Horrors, when he's like, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Active body, folks. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate, intensive movement. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of moderate, intensive movement. You're like, well, what the hell is moderate intensive movement, Kelley? Well, it's kind of that gray area. That gray area between being able to talk and being able to sing. So when we're like, well, what kind of exercise, what kind of movement should I be doing, Kelley? What are you talking about? This is what I want you to build up to. Now, it may not happen overnight, but I want you to build up to this moderate intensive movement. If you're on a treadmill, it means that you can talk, but you can't sing. Okay, you can still talk. Okay, now you start picking up the pace on the treadmill, beep, 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 beep. And you keep going until you're like, yeah, you're running. I can still talk. Yeah, I can still talk. But if I tried to sing, it'd be a problem. It'd be a real problem if I tried to sing right now. I can still talk to you, but I can't sing. That little gray area, that, folks, is called moderate intensive movement. That's where you want to be. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week of that. You know what that means? That means 5 days a week. That means you still get weekends off. Still get weekends off. The C, that you got to prescribe that medication to yourself. I can't do it. The doctor can't do it. Your mom can't do it. Your sister can't do it. Your uncle can't do it. Your dad can't do it for you. You're going to have to do it for yourself. It's the only way you're going to get your number back to this 5.3, your A1C back to this 5.3, and keep it there. Because it's going to always be lifestyle first, no matter how you sling it, say it, whatever. It's always lifestyle first, medication second. Folks, now, if you haven't taken that quiz, go take the quiz. It is a 2-minute quiz linked in my bio to understand and learn your diabetes management style. And for my folks who are ready to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, use that discount code ENERGY and you're joining the challenge. All right. The C, folks, most controversial pillar that there is. I'm going to even put it in red. And it's called clean. No. It's called, here it is. I'm going to put it in a different color because it's super controversial, folks. And it's called clean eating. It's highly debated, folks. Highly debated. Clean eating. Okay? Do me a favor, folks. You want to know how highly debated this topic is? It's Thanksgiving is coming up, folks. Can you put in the chat, which one do you prefer? Is it pumpkin pie or is it sweet potato pie, folks? Which one are you? Are you pumpkin pie or you sweet potato pie? Okay. Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie? Put it in the chat, folks. We're gonna let's find out about clean eating. Pumpkin pie or sweet potato? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, okay, neither. Sweet potato. Strength train. All right, neither. Pumpkin, sweet potato. Sweet potato, pumpkin, sweet potato. What is it, folks? Is it pumpkin? Is it sweet potato? You tell me. None, both, sweet potato, sweet, pumpkin, sweet. Let's see, any others? Sweet potato or pumpkin, folks? Sweet potato or pumpkin? Both, neither, homemade sweet potato. Sweet, man, sweet's been dominating lately. Sweet. Pumpkin, pecan, somebody said, they both are very sweet. They both good and it's highly debated. You go to the office, you go to the office Thanksgiving party, be like, yo, I'm bringing pumpkin. They be like, what? What's that? Well, I never heard of that pumpkin pie. And then some people are like, what? Sweet potato? I never heard of that. And it just goes crazy. I can tell you, I got into it at the office one time. That's how I'm telling this story. I said I was going to bring sweet potato pie. They were like, what's that? I was like, huh? Highly debated, folks. So anyhow, here's the thing about clean eating. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. When the diet, I'm going to say that again. Write this one down when it comes to clean eating. This is the most, here it is. When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. Jot that one down. Put it on your board. And somebody just joined the challenge. Shout out to you for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Shout out to you for joining that challenge. I promise you, your blood sugar, you show up, you do the work, you do it again tomorrow. In the challenge, all we're talking about is clean eating. We're just doing 14 days, so we don't have time for all these other ones. We're just getting straight to it in the clean eating. What is clean eating? Well, highly debated like politics and religion, but here it is. Eat clean, whole, unprocessed foods as much as you possibly can. Eat clean, whole, unprocessed, real food as much as you possibly can. Predominantly that. So that's what it says, the recommendations say, predominantly. That predominantly doesn't mean you don't have to be perfect. It's just about what you do most of the time. And here's what it is. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, like beans, lentils, chickpeas, and leaner sources of protein. So whatever protein source you choose, like I said, I don't debate with anyone about what protein source they should eat, should or shouldn't eat. So I say this. Make sure it's the leaner sources of protein. So whether it's chicken, turkey, eggs, steak, venison, fish, whatever it is that you eat, tofu, tempeh, whatever. Just make sure, TVP, just make sure it's the leaner sources of protein. Not the processed meats. What do you mean the processed meats, Kelley? The processed meats are things like everybody's favorite, bacon. Bacon, everybody loves bacon. Two things people tell me they're not going to give up. They're bacon and the cheese. They're like, yo, Kelley, I ain't giving up my bacon and my cheese. Or actually, they'll give up the bacon before they give up the cheese, they say. But here's the thing. Bacon nor cheese, neither of those are clean eating. Okay? Dairy, we want to stay as far away from dairy as we possibly can. As you stay far away from dairy as you possibly can. That's my recommendation, because that's not clean eating. But the processed meats, all of that stuff, the bacons, the salamis, the pepperonis. Never go to New York and get the biggest pepperoni pizza that there possibly is and say, yeah, extra pepperonis. Never get the extra pepperonis. So processed meats. These are called group 1 carcinogens. And you don't want to eat a group 1 carcinogen. Hot dogs. Check it out. Put in the chat or put in the search, what the hell is a group 1 carcinogen? And give me examples of them. Okay? And you'll see what comes up. And a lot of the processed meats will be on there. Clean eating, folks. We're going to come back to this, but that's just the introduction to it. So eat clean, whole, real, unprocessed foods, much as you possibly can. That's clean eating. Do you have to be perfect? No. You can eat a little crap, as I call it, every once in a while. Sure, you don't have to be perfect, but it's what you do most of the time that matters most. Okay? It's what you do most of the time that matters most. The last part of the formula, folks. The last part of the lifestyle medicine formula is, we're going to go back to the regular color. That's not it. I got too many colors over here. Is the E. The E, folks, stands for effective. Effective what, folks? To get your number back to a 5.3, this is the medication that you got to prescribe to yourself. You got to maintain your pace. You got to have a peaceful mind. You got to have an active body. You got to do some clean eating. You got to have some effective whats. Who can tell me? What do you think it is? Effective what, folks? Thank you kindly. Effective what? Let's see. Let me close up over here so I can see. You want to get your number back to where you need it. Effective coping skill. That's a good one. That's going to be in the peaceful mind, though. That's in the P. But yeah, you said it. Somebody said it. Mindset. All right. Rest. Okay. Sleep. That's it. Effective sleep. Yeah. Effective sleep. That's it. Ooh. Why is effective sleep so important, folks? Why is effective sleep so important is the question. Because if you don't get enough effective sleep, 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep is what you want to have every single night, folks. 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep. Because if you don't get 6 to 9 hours of effective sleep, your body can't properly recover. Your body can't properly do what it needs to be. You're not operating at 100%. Most of the people in this world walk around at like 60 to 70% of what they actually could be. 60 to 70% of what you actually could be. That means you got about another 30 or 40% left in the tank that you ain't even tapped into yet. You start getting to some effective sleep, that's when your body restores itself. It's when your brain needs the most energy. When you go to sleep at night, your brain is the organ that uses the most energy. It's just like your brain at night. It's just like soaking up all of the blood. If you don't get enough effective sleep, it causes stress. And stress, the very next day, you wake up more insulin resistant. A poor night of sleep, you wake up, I just tossing and turning all night. Can't sleep. You tossing and turning all night. And then if you watch the horror movie right before you went to bed, you watched a horror movie, and you just up all night thinking about that horror movie. That was the last thing you watched before you went to sleep. This horror movie right here. Last thing you watched. And you're just up all night thinking about Michael Myers. So effective sleep, you gotta get it. It's a stressor. And stress throws off the whole system. Remember what we said about stress? Look, watch this. Remember what we said about stress? Here's how they circle back around. The reason that you have high blood sugar, let's just say if you are working out, like you got the A, right? Like Kelley, yeah, I'm doing that moderate intensive movement you're talking about. Yeah, okay. And then you're like, yeah, I'm doing that clean eat. I'm eating real whole food, yeah. But why is my number still climbing? Why is my number not going down, Kelley? Well, then start asking them about their sleep. Then we're like, well, it's stayed up too late watching horror movies. And I can't really sleep that well. I just had a newborn and the baby's up all night crying. So I got to stay up with the baby, love the baby. So you got those two areas right, but you got the sleep wrong, and that caused stress to your body, which now you don't have a peaceful mind anymore. Now you're stressed, you're chronically stressed. Remember what we said about stress? What happens? Cortisol gets released, adrenaline gets released, stored blood sugar, aka glycogen, it's called, gets released. And where blood sugar goes, insulin follows. Whoo, you see how it all ties back around, folks? It's just one big old circle. You want to get your number back to 5.3, you got to prescribe yourself these medications. And it just keeps going in a big old circle. These are the true medications. Like I said in the beginning, and I will put this up against anything. When it comes to conditions like lifestyle-related conditions like type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, prediabetes, when it comes to lifestyle-related conditions like that, it should always be lifestyle first, medication second. Okay? This is how the game goes, folks. This is the medication I took. So you fall off a little bit, like, okay, I fall off the track. But no, as long as you get back on, you maintain your pace. You fall off, you gotta dust yourself back off, and you get back on, and you start maintaining your pace again. Whoa, what is a pace? Peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. Honorable mention area. Let's throw an honorable mention. Throw a little star on there for honorable mention. What is that? Substance abuse. Substance abuse. Little honorable mention. Alcohol, folks, is not your friend. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, alcohol is not your friend. My name's Kelley, and I'm your friend. Alcohol is not your friend. It's not anybody's friend, but especially if you're suffering from insulin resistance, especially if you want to get your number back to a 5.3, alcohol is your worst enemy. You ever watch Blade? Blade 2 specifically, when the guy said to Blade, hey, the enemy of my enemy, is it my friend or my enemy? If you watch Blade, you know what I'm talking about. But substance abuse, folks, alcohol, cigarettes, even the medications, the steroids. Steroids can cause insulin resistance, folks. These three things. There's more, but all of that contributes to insulin resistance. Alcohol, folks, I'm telling you, it's not your friend. How about going to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a night? Yeah. It's called high blood sugar. It's because your blood sugar is trying to escape any way it can. So how do you do this? How do you get your number back to, thank you for asking that. How do you get your number back to a 5.3? You've got too much blood sugar. How do you do it? All these 4 areas right here. Peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. I call it taking a blood sugar shower, folks. You're going to have to go and take a blood sugar shower. That's not a medical term, just something I made up. But you're going to have to go take a blood sugar shower, folks. And what's a blood sugar shower? It is every single day. How do you lower your A1C? Every single day, based on the movement, based on what you're doing in these areas, will determine if the new blood cells that are regenerated, the new hemoglobin that are regenerated every day, it will determine if they are have no sugar on them, or little to no sugar on them, based on this right here, or if it has a lot on it. Now, how do you lower your A1C in as little as 14 days? You hang out with me in this blood sugar reset challenge. How you do it is you do it just like this. People are like, well, Kelley, doesn't it take 3 months to lower your A1C? Like, what you don't know what you're talking about, dude. And I say, boy, do you have a lot to learn, okay? Here's why you can do that. People have joined the 14-day challenge and they've taken their A1C from an 8 to a 6, or from a 7.1 to a 5.7. Someone even got taken off their medications by the doctor. The doctor took them off. We had someone who's 80 years old join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, the reason I call it that blood sugar shower is every day we're doing clean eating in this 14-day challenge. We're just doing clean eating. So every day it's literally like you're knocking that sugar off. Every day, the hemoglobin that's produced, no sugar. Day 2, little to no sugar. Day 3, little to no sugar. Day 14, day 15, the 15th day, you check your A1C again. So why your A1C can drop 2 points. Why? It's because the new hemoglobin that was being produced had no blood sugar, had no sugar, excess sugar on it, which went towards the overall A1C of 3 months. Those 2 weeks counted towards those 3 months. So when you do the math, now your A1C is lower. Does that make sense, folks? I went to engineer. I was in oil and gas for 13 years, so I know a thing or two about math, folks. Trust me. It's simple math. Yeah, it takes 3 months to see the overall picture, but in 2 weeks, you could put a big, boom, dent in your overall A1C. You hang out with me for 14 days. I'm going to show you how to maintain your pace. If that's you, if you're struggling with this condition, you say, yeah, Kelley, I've been struggling with this condition, man. I'm like, I tried everything and nothing has worked, and I'm stuck. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm going to be this way forever. No. If that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If that's you. If you say, Kelley, yeah, I'm ready to maintain my pace, man. I've been having this. My numbers have been high for so many years, man. It's like, all right, man. Like, I'm gonna try. Let's do it, man. Here's the thing. If you're still breathing, there's always a shot. If I can do it, why the hell can't you? If I can do it, why the hell can't you? All right. Here's a picture over here. If I can do it, why can't you? If I can maintain my pace, go from having diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, to no more diabetes, no more heart disease, no more obesity. If I can do it, why the hell can't you? All right, so I created the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, that's an overall transformation. That was my overall transformation. So I didn't do that in 2 weeks. But what I did do is put a major dent in my A1C. And that is how you do it, folks. You hang out with me in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I'm going to show you how to do that. Where do you do that? It's linked in my bio. It's linked in my bio. So there's the quiz, there's the masterclass. Go take the masterclass. It's a free masterclass. What do I do in this masterclass? Oh, yeah. I tell you how to have a peaceful mind. I break down each of these areas in this masterclass. So free masterclass. Peaceful mind, I give you tactics. Active body, tactics. Clean eating, tactics. Effective sleep, give you tactics. So 45-minute masterclass. But for my people who are ready for serious change, for my people who say, Kelley, point me in the right direction, man. I need help. Show me exactly how to get there step by step by step. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? It's right here. Show y'all where it is. This is a quiz, the masterclass. If you have not taken the quiz, man, go take that quiz. If you're just joining us, go take the quiz too. But here it is. Click right up here. Click on my picture again. This is where all the goodies are, folks. The same thing over here. Click that link in my description. Click that link in my description. It's going to take you to this page. No, not that page. This page. Here it is. You click that link right there, and there's where everything is, folks. Here it is, too. There is where everything is. Here's where all the goodies are. Click that link in my description. The quiz, the masterclass right here, free masterclass. I told you right here, boom. I break down this whole formula. The Unlock Your Diabetes masterclass. It's absolutely free, folks. All you got to do is pay attention. And then finally, the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. This one, folks, the one in orange, is the one for people who are ready for serious change. You've gotten to the point where, like I said before, change is not just desired. It's downright necessary. Like, yo, Kelley, I can't remember the last time I felt real energy just running through my body. I can't remember. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You're ready to take control of your blood sugar, and that's you. You say you wake up every day. You say, I wake up every day and I'm tired. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, everything's free on the page. The quiz is free. The masterclass is free. Only thing that I got to charge you for is the challenge, folks, because it's real people getting real results in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's real people getting real results. Like the numbers I told you, those were not fake numbers I'm throwing out there, okay? So real numbers. People have gotten taken off their medication by their doctor, hanging out in 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But here's the thing. They showed up, did the work, did it again the next day. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's $99 to join that challenge. $99 to join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But if you use the live discount code while I'm live, the live discount code is ENERGY. It's going to drop the price by 20%. It's going to drop the price down to $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's for my people who is, like I said before, for my people who have said they can't remember the last time that they can't remember when they felt real energy just coursing through their veins. If that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge. $79. Now let's get to these questions. Let's see if we got any questions in here. How do I join? Yeah, just broke it down for you. Broke it down for you. Let me know if that makes sense. How to join. Good morning. What's up? Yeah, do me a favor, folks. Bebop that screen. Share this live out with anybody that you know struggling with this condition. Double tap that screen. Bebop that screen, as I call it. Let's see here. Any questions, folks? Any questions on what does the program provide? It provides the blueprint. It provides all of the recipes. It provides all of the items that you got to get in the plan. All you got to do is show up, do the work, and do it again tomorrow. We're going to show you what to go get, show you what to eat, how to eat it. You just got to do the work. That's it. And at the end of those 14 days, here's what you get. You get to get off the blood sugar roller coaster. You get to get off the highs and the lows in just 14 days. You get to get off of that roller coaster. And you get to get your life back. Start getting your life back. Probably, we still got to work after 14 days. We're still going to have some work to do. But that is the start of it. So that is what you get in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Keep it real. Does it fix ED? Erectile dysfunction? Yes. That is a form of insulin resistance. Let's keep it all the way real, Nikki. That's all insulin resistance is. In your man region, there's little capillaries, little blood vessels. Remember I said insulin affects every cell of the body. So when you release, and it's responsible for, getting you excited during sexual encounter. So erectile dysfunction, folks, is a form of insulin resistance. So yes, if you're suffering from insulin resistance of any form, erectile dysfunction, PCOS, prediabetes, gestational diabetes, if that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, you use that discount code energy. Most people have the ability to do this, folks. Most people have the ability to get their number to a 4.9 to a 5.3. All right. But here's the thing. You can't chase two rabbits and catch both. You can't chase two rabbits and catch both. You're gonna have to concentrate on something. You're gonna have to concentrate on one to catch. You got let's focus on this one, and then we'll get the other one later. Okay. If you want to get your number back to a 5.3, you're gonna have to do something different. You're gonna have to get outside of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone. It's a beautiful place. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful place. But the only thing that grows there is regret. That's all that grows there. It's a beautiful place. Your comfort zone is also a beautiful prison. You got to escape it if you want to grow. So growth and comfort cannot coexist. You're going to have to get outside of your comfort zone. Do something totally different to get what it is that you say that you want. If you say, hey, yeah, I want to get my number back to a 5.3. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get it back to somewhere like 5.2 or somewhere. If you say that that's what you want to do, you're going to have to do some work. So if you do what you dread, now this is the work you're gonna have to do. You're like, oh man, Kelley, like moving my body, clean eating, sleep, alcohol. But here's the thing: what stands in the way becomes the way. This is what's standing in the way of you getting your number back to a 5.3. What's standing in the way? Oh yeah, doing the work. Oh yeah, well, what is the work? Maintaining my pace, peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. That's how I'm going to get my numbers back, by getting outside of my comfort zone. When does it start? It starts when you get it, when you go grocery shopping. When you go grocery shopping, it is a self-paced challenge. So whenever you get your groceries, that is when your challenge starts. How to bring it down in 14 days. The 14-day, by using the 14-day by accepting the challenge and joining the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It's for folks who are gotten to the point where change isn't just desire. Like, yo, man, like my A1C has been high, it won't drop. I don't know what to do. I tried everything. I tried all the metformins. I tried all this stuff. I've been trying it for 5 years, man. I've gotten to the point where it's hurting me. I'm in enough pain. I'm in enough pain to take action, Kelley. I'm in enough pain. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is for my action takers. It's a blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint, all nutrition, that's all we're focusing on, is to see clean eating, which we're going to talk about next. That's next. That's what it's all about, folks. Clean eating. You show up, you do the work, you do it again tomorrow. We're going to get you off of that blood sugar roller coaster. That is how it is a blueprint. That is how the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge is designed. Now, how do I know about this challenge? Because I was the one who created it. Because I was a diabetic, had heart disease, and I was obese. I no longer have diabetes, I no longer have heart disease, and I am no longer obese. And the same thing is going to go for you. This is the start of it. People are like, well, where do I start, Kelley? This is where you start. If you don't know where to start, you should start on my page. Number one, you can take the quiz. You can take the masterclass, free masterclass. You can register. You can accept the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. And if you've already done the challenge, you can even go beyond the challenge for 8 more weeks. So you're quite welcome. Let's see here. And yeah, Tim, that's it. So the information is all there. It's a blueprint. I'm still guiding you step by step by step. It's 2 weeks. We're giving you a plan to follow, to execute. You execute this plan, and for 2 weeks, we'll put this plan together. You execute it. It's a blueprint. You execute the plan like on some private eye stuff. Like we're gonna go hard for 2 weeks on some private eye type of stuff. You do that, and you do the work. The instructions, you do the work. You will get the results. It's inevitable. It's how it works. Once I join the challenge, how do I get back to your site? Do you send a link? Once you join the challenge, you're going to get a text message right away. Boom. You're going to get a text message right away. You're going to get emails right away. As soon as you get it, access to your portal. That's when you gain access to your portal. You go in, you reset your password, create a password, and then you're in there like swimwear, as I like to say. That's how it goes. So yeah, you'll get all the information. What's the first thing to do to get on your 14-day challenge? The first thing to do to get to the page is to click right here. Click on this, and then click on my picture again. Here's how you get to it. You got to click on my picture again. It's in my bio. It's called Linked in My Bio, folks. Here it is right here. So you click right up there, and then you click on my picture again. You're going to come to this. Here it is. Same thing over here, folks. Click that link in my description. Here it is. You're going to come to a link that looks like that. You click that link in the middle. There it is. There is the challenge right here, folks. There it is. There it is. The orange one. The one in orange. Bing. Press it. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It says $99 to join the challenge. That's what it said. Well, it'll say that. It says $99 to join the challenge. But when you use that live discount code, energy, for my folks who can't remember the last time they felt real energy just running through their body. If that's you, I want you to you can't remember the last time you felt real energy running through your body. I want you to use this live discount code energy so that you can join this 14-day challenge for $79. And then you're going to find out what it means to have energy again. That's why the discount code is energy. $99 to join the challenge. Use that discount code energy. You're joining the challenge for $79. But like I said, if you're not ready, some people are just dipping their toe in. Some people are like, listen, I ain't ready yet, man. I'm not in enough pain yet to take action yet, Kelley. I'm not. $79. I'll take all your free stuff, Kelley. I'll take the quiz. I'll take the master class, but I'm not taking that, bro. I'm not ready for that kind of change. Doing the work. Because that's the thing. Even though I give you the blueprint, you still got to show up every day and do the work and do it again tomorrow. But you've got a diamond you've got diamonds in your hand, just like. That's the power of the 14-day challenge. Show up, do the work, do it again the next day. It's a blueprint. The harder you go, the higher you score on that test. I'm telling you, the harder you go on this test, the harder you go on this 2 weeks. At the end of it, you're going to be like, yo, somebody got taken off their medication. Someone got taken off their medication in 2 weeks. Glycosides, metformins, GLP-1s. Let's see let's see these questions. Do we check in with you periodically? You can, right? You can access. You can send text messages and all that stuff. We got open line communication. Open line communication, my good sir. But that's the 2 weeks. So that's the 2 weeks. On the 2 weeks, we kind of just let you see if you're ready. You see if you're ready for real change. We want to see how dedicated you are in those 2 weeks. And then after those 2 weeks, that's what we got beyond the challenge. Those are for people who are ready for serious transformation. You got to the point where, like I said, you're ready to do the work. You're ready to continue to do the work week after week, day after day. That's called beyond the challenge. 8-week transformation. But we got to get you through the 2 weeks first. It's called a challenge for a reason. We want to see if you can make it through. Not everybody who goes to BUDS, you know what I'm talking about? To become a Navy SEAL. I was in the Navy. Not everybody who goes through BUDS for that 6-month training to become a Navy SEAL, not everybody makes it through. You've seen G.I. Jane. Some people will ring that bell. It's 2 weeks. It's a challenge. It's hard. It's hard. But everybody, I'm telling you, everybody has the ability to do it. Everybody has the ability to bring their number back to a 5.3. Everybody does. But most people just don't want to. Most people just don't want to bring their number back there. It's because they don't have enough reasons. What is the 14-day challenge? The 14-day challenge is for people who are ready for serious change. You're on that blood sugar roller coaster. If you haven't been able to get your blood sugar low, your blood sugar, you're on that roller coaster, you haven't been able to drop your A1C no matter what, you're stuck. And you need to shake things up. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, just like somebody just did. Shout out to them. They use the discount code ENERGY. It's a blueprint that says if you follow this 14-day blueprint, you show up, you do the work, you make it through. You don't ring the bell just like the Navy SEALs. You make it through. You go hard for 14 days. Get outside your comfort zone. That's the point of the challenge, to get you outside of your comfort zone for 14 days. That's all. It's 14 days. Like, come on. If you can't get outside of your comfort zone for 14 days, then that tells me that you really didn't want it. You really don't want it. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to prove it to you that most people just don't want it. Just don't want it as bad as they say they do. And I can prove it to you. You want to know how I can prove it to you? Check it out. Everybody has the ability to get their number to a 5.3. You just don't want it. You just don't have enough reasons. Here's why. Let's just say, for instance, hypothetical scenario, that it's a movie. It's like a horror movie. We talked about horror movies earlier. Somebody held your kids for ransom. And the only way to get your kids back, the bad guys just want you to get your A1C to 5.3. Let's just say if your A1C is at I don't know, 8.5. Let's just say your bad guys say, we're going to hold your kid ransom till you get your number back to a 5.3. Then when you get back to 5.3, we'll give your kid back. Maybe your kid's like, maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's 3 years, maybe it's 10 years for you to get your number back to that. That's how long they're going to keep your kids. The ransom bad guys. How quickly would you get your number back to a 5.3? Put it in the chat. Who would do that? Who would get there? Put a me in the chat. If you get your number back to a 5.3 so damn quickly, then you know that's possible because you know you've seen, I've done it, other people have done it. Put a me in the chat. If you say, I want to get my kids back, you're gonna go so freaking hard that it's not even funny. Put a me in the chat. Yesterday, somebody said they would have did it yesterday. That's a very good point. You would have did it yesterday. Put a me in the chat. If you do whatever it took to get your number, your A1C to a 5.3. Put a me in the chat to get your kids back. They held them for ransom. For crying out loud. This is a movie. It's a horror movie. It's not real life. Me. A lot of people are saying me. So then the real question is, if you do it for your kids, why wouldn't you do it for yourself? Somebody even put yesterday they would have done it. Yesterday. That means they would have already done it. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. Basically, is what yesterday means. To get their kids back. Everybody has the ability to do this, but most people just don't want it as badly as they say that they do. And we just proved it. We just proved that you would do anything in your power. You go so hard to get your kids back. It wouldn't even be funny. Playtime would be over. That's how hard you got to go when it comes to yourself, folks. When it comes to maintaining your pace, you know that you can do it. I know that you can do it. But I know that comfort zone is calling you even more. Your comfort zone is it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful prison. If you escape it, you'll be able to grow. But you got to escape it. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. You're ready for real change, folks. If that's you, if you said that that's me, that the person that said I'd do anything, if that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you raise your hand and say I'd do anything, get my kids back. If that's you. You should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You use that discount code ENERGY. This is going to be the start of you getting your life back. I promise you. You show up, you do the work, you go super hard like you know that you're capable of. You'll get you will blow your doctor's mind. You'll blow your doctor will say, damn, what? Just like the shirt. So this is making sense, folks. This is making sense on everything that you got to do. Put a health yes in the chat. Health yes in the chat. And it's Q&A time, folks. Any Q&A, throw your Q&A. I'm in. Yeah, me tomorrow. Let's see. I'm down to 6.4. Yeah. Michelle, if you're in, you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Click that link in my description. Boom. Click right there. Health, yes. Yeah, I'm in. Here it is. Cool. Health, yes. Making sense. All right. Let's switch gears a little bit, folks. We're getting ready to switch it up. We're going to dive deeper into one of these topics now. What topic is that? Oh yeah, clean eating. Clean eating, folks. My board is looking really, really raggedy. Don't worry, I'm gonna give it a good washing after this. All right, here we go. Folks, appreciate that hard walk. The code is energy. Yes, the code is energy. Health. Yes, yes. Preach. Yes. I appreciate that. The hard walk. Okay. Here we go, folks. Now, we still like, well, Kelley, give me some more stuff, man. Like, you told me what the formula is. You told me where to go take the quiz. All right. You told me about the masterclass. It's a free masterclass that you told me about. You told me about this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge that you told me about, man. It's like, yo, I'd do anything. Do anything. Remember that? You told me about that. But you didn't really tell me, like, well, what am I supposed to eat, Kelley? Let's go. Are we joining the fan club, or is it the difference between the link I should be seeing the challenge? Yeah, the fan club is totally different from the challenge. The fan club, that's TikTok's thing. You know what I'm saying? 14-day challenge is what I created. You know what I mean? That's different. The 14-day challenge link is right here. Here's the 14-day challenge link right here. Boom. Right. Oh, not right there. 14-day challenge link is right here. Boom. That's the 14-day challenge link. Right there. Right there. That orange one. Yeah, that the fan club, that's totally different. That's TikTok. That's not me. Even though TikTok, we're one big happy family, isn't that right, TikTok? 14-day challenge right here. Accept the challenge. So there's $99. You join the challenge. You use that discount code, energy. I promise you. You show up, you do the work. Use that discount code energy. Join the challenge for $79. You show up, you do the work. You do it again tomorrow. And then you show up, you do the work, you do it again tomorrow. You go hard for it, like loose. You go like dumb hard, as the kids say. You go dumb hard or like stupid hard, like the kids say. 14 days. I promise you, your blood sugar, your life, everything will change. You go super hard in this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. $99. Join the challenge. I'm giving you the blueprint on clean eating. The boot camp. It's like a boot camp. But now we're going to shift gears a little bit, folks. We're going to shift gears and we're going to talk about what is clean eating. We talked about getting our number back to a 4.9 or 5.3. But how do we get it there, folks? How do we get it? What do we got to eat? Like I said before, when the diet is wrong, remember I had you jot this one down? When the diet is wrong, medication is of no use. But when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. Remember that? This is what I mean when I say when the diet is correct. It's called the clean eating plate. When the diet is correct, medication is of no use. When the diet is, when the diet is correct, medication is of no need. Let me correct myself. Diet is correct. Medication is of no need. Folks, put a me in the chat if you hate counting calories. Who hates counting the calories, weighing the food, and doing all that stuff? Who hates doing all that? Put a me in the chat if you hate doing all that, counting the calories and weighing the food and all that stuff. Who hates that? Put a me in the chat. They say you got to lose 50 pounds, man. You got to lose 100. We need you to count these calories, weigh these food, Carl. Who hates that? Put a me in the chat. Mm-hmm. Yep. Put a me in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, me. A lot of me's. Lot of me's. Why do you hate doing it? It's because it's tedious. It's because it's tedious. But folks, what if there were another way? Let me move this over here. What if there were another way? What if there were another way to lose the weight? What if there were another way to keep your blood sugar stable? What if there were another way to just have food freedom? What if there were another way, folks? There actually is, because this is the way I've been eating for the last 4 years. Since I lost the weight, I showed you the transformation, losing the weight, no more diabetes, heart disease, and none of that. Clean eating. That's what I've been doing. What is it? Real, whole, unprocessed foods as much as you possibly can. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes, aka beans, leaner sources of protein, like whatever you prefer, right? So whether it's chicken, turkey, fish, salmon, tofu, tempeh, eggs, the leaner sources of protein. Remember we talked about that? What if there were a different way, instead of counting all that stuff and doing all that stuff and what if you just learn how to eat correctly? 50% of your plate, fill it with non-starchy veggies. Let me put a little caveat to say, do you have to eat like this all the time? No, it's just predominantly what you do. It's predominantly what you do. It's what you do most of the time that matters the most. So this is going to be our base. 50% non-starchy veggies. What are non-starchy veggies? Carrots, broccoli, cucumber, kale, arugula, spinach, broccoli, asparagus. There's a whole list of these things. Just put in the search non-starchy veggies, and a whole list of these things will come up. But 50% non-starchy veggies, 25%. 25% what? Oh yeah, proteins. 25% proteins and fats. You're like, well, what protein and fat, Kelly? Protein. Like I said before, whatever protein you prefer. Just make sure it's the leaner source of protein. So whether it's chicken, turkey, salmon, tofu, tempeh, eggs, steak, veal, whatever it is that you eat, just make sure it's the leaner sources of protein, not the processed meats. Remember what we said earlier? Look up the processed meats. Remember that was your little assignment for earlier? Hey, look up what are processed meats, and look up like group 1 carcinogen. What are group 1 carcinogens and what do they do? Remember that little part? So stay away from the processed meats, the bacons, even the turkey bacon, folks, the salamis, the deli meats, all the deli meats. Stay away from the deli meats. And then, stay away from that. And then for my folks in Louisiana, For my Louisiana folks, boudin. Okay, boudin is not clean eating, folks. Crawfish are not clean eating. We call them mud bugs for a reason. Fats. Healthy fats like avocados, nuts, and seeds. These are healthy fats. Pistachios, chia seeds. Flax seeds. These are healthy. Almond butter, single ingredient almond butter, single ingredient peanut butter. These are healthy fats. Avocado, like I said that earlier, yeah. These are healthy fats. The only 3 approved oils, folks. Avocado, coconut, olive. If it ain't avocado, coconut, or olive, man, throw it out. That's fats. And then the last part. Oh, yeah. Last part, fats. Stuff you want to stay away from is the dairy, folks. Dairy, folks, is not clean eating. Dairy. It's not a good option. Now, people are going to do it anyway. I understand that. But just know that dairy is not your friend. Just like I said, alcohol earlier, dairy, folks, is not your friend. Alcohol is not your friend. Especially if you're suffering from insulin resistance. So those are proteins and fats. 25% carbs. Here we go. Carbs. Like what kind of carbs, man? Like, okay, got you. I'm going to put fruit in the same category. And then I'm going to put a down arrow. Carbs, fruit. Like, well, what kind of carbs? What's up, Catherine? Well, what kind of carbs? Well, no, wine is not your friend. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, wine is definitely not your friend. Okay, carbs. What kind of carbs? Here's a rule that you got to obey. If you obey this rule, you can kind of have one. You can kind of enjoy your carbohydrates and have the kind of carbohydrates that you want. But there's a very specific rule. I mean, you can go down, but you can't go up. That's why I put a down arrow over here on the carbohydrate, because you can go down on the percent, but you can't go up. So if it's rice, potatoes, pasta, whatever kind of potatoes, white potatoes, or sweet potatoes, as long as you're obeying this rule, you can have the kind of carbs that you love. You just got to obey the go down, but you can't go up on the percent. You're like, well, what you mean on the percent, Kelley? Is this like a plate? Like, what am I looking at here, Kelley? What am I looking at here, bro? This is a clean eating plate. You want to know more about what you're looking at? It's called the clean eating plate, folks. Does that not look familiar? So when we're talking about carbs, when I say 25%, I mean this area right here. You see, you hang out with me, folks. You hang out with me on any of my programs. We're not counting any calories, folks. We're not doing that. Right here. That's what I mean by 25%. That's it. So, folks, fruit. Think of fruit. Here's what I want you to think about fruit. Think of fruit as a dessert. Just change the whole game. Still enjoy your fruit. All right, enjoy your fruit. What's the best way? Like, Kelley, can I still enjoy my fruit, but still enjoy my favorite fruit, but keep my blood sugar stable? Like, yeah, you can actually. You can. If you obey this very specific rule. Eat your fruit as a dessert, meaning Eat fruit the same way that you would eat dessert at a restaurant, or anytime you think of fruit, think of dessert. Like if you just wake up in the morning, would I eat a bowl of ice cream first thing in the morning? No, I don't think I would. Right before work, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. A bowl of ice cream before work. Would it be a good idea to probably have a donut with a whole bunch of sugar right before work? Probably not. So when it comes to fruit, think of fruit as a dessert. You do that, that will be step number one, keeping your blood sugar stable, folks. But anyway, back to this plate. Oh, anyway, fruits. For last thing about fruits, low glycemic index fruits are preferred. You can do whatever kind of fruit, but lower glycemic index fruits are preferred. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, kiwis, peaches, or just some of them. It's many more, but there's a couple. There's a couple of them. All right. This plate. Back to this plate. It's called the clean eating plate, folks. Look at this. Clean eating plate. This thing will make your life so easy. Instead of doing all that counting of the calories and all that stuff and the weighing of the foods and all of that craziness that nobody wants to do, nobody has time to do it. We talked about comfort zone. Counting calories, your brain does not want to do that because your brain tries to protect you. And that requires a lot of thinking. Your brain is trying to preserve as many calories as possible. And counting calories all day, every day requires a lot of thinking. So therefore, your brain tries to protect you and says, no, that's why it doesn't work. That's why counting calories and weighing your food and all that stuff doesn't work, because it takes too much brain power. So your body pushes back. But now, if you master this clean eating plate, this is like playing a game of chess, which we're going to talk about. But folks, go get yourself, if you want to play along with this game, you're like, Kelley, yeah, I'm not ready to join the challenge yet, Kelley. I don't know if I'm ready to join the challenge yet. Well, what's the challenge? The 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where people are changing their whole life, the trajectory of their health, and their blood sugar. Their blood sugar is never going to look the same again. This is those people who joined the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge and they went real hard. If that's you, then you should join the challenge. But a lot of people were saying, and you should use that discount code ENERGY, join the challenge for $79. But a lot of people are saying, listen, Kelley, I'm not ready there yet. I'm not at the point yet where I'm ready to take that kind of action. I'm not ready to take that kind of action yet, bro. Get yourself one of these plates then. Do something. You know what I mean? Go take the quiz. Go register for the master class. Go get a plate. You can make your life so much easier, I'm telling you, with this plate. You're like, what? Oh, look, you can get these plates out of my TikTok showcase. These are the best ones I've seen. They're thick. They're durable. They're made out of straw. Woo. Now, I've seen some little plates. Like, yo, where you get these little plates? Some people get it from, like, they say they get it from Amazon, wherever. I'm like, yo, that's a tiny plate. I understand why you're hungry. But these plates right here, they're like $13 in my showcase. Go get yourself a set. But that's it, folks. This is the clean eating plate. You can play around with the ratios. Let's just say I want more protein. You're like, yo, I want more protein. Okay, you want more protein. Instead of doing all the veggies, you can cut your veggies down. Boom, put your veggies right here. And then you can put your protein in the 50% spot. Whoo! So you can play around with the percentages on the veggies and the proteins and the fats. You can play around with those percentages as much as you want. Here's the thing over here. You can play around with the carbs and percentage as well, but you can't, only the rule is you can go down, but you can't go up. Guys, those are the rules of the game, folks. It's a game. Just think of this plate like a game. Like, who can play the game the best? Based on what your body is doing, based on how your body is responding, is now how we're going to have to adjust your plate. Why? Whoo! This plate is going to be your life. You can take this plate with you everywhere. Instead of counting your calories, bring your app. Instead of bringing your app, like, yo, I'm bringing my app, counting my calories, you can bring yourself one of these plates. It's like this. just like this. Just like you can bring your plate to the party, just like this. I grew up in the 1980s, folks. I'm Generation X. And we used to have these things that people would have the big box, the big music box, just right on there, just playing the music right there. Yeah, you just walking around the neighborhood playing a box, playing your tunes. They don't do that anymore. Kids today don't know what a box is. You can bring it back, folks. Carry your plate just like this, just like that box, everywhere you go. It's called the clean eating plate, folks. This is step number one. Step number one. If you're not ready for change, if you're not ready for that kind, if you just want to, if you're still dipping your toe in, you're like, Kelley, I'm not ready to go 100%. I'm not ready to join that challenge yet. Like, those are for people. I get it. You said those are for the people who are super serious, like the people who are ready to go 100%. I'm not there yet. It's a lot of people. It takes, folks. I'm going to tell you from experience, and I get it. I've been there. It takes for us hitting rock bottom for us to take real action. For us to take real action, it takes for us hitting rock bottom. That's human nature. That's how it goes. It's how most people are wired. It's how human beings are wired. Not even most people. It's how human beings are wired. We want to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And we want to choose the path of least resistance. Why? Because your brain wants to 100% protect you all the time. You're ready to get outside of your comfort zone, folks. You should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for $79. You're joining that 14-day challenge. But this is it, folks. This is part one of the clean eating plate. Any questions? Let's see what kind of questions we got. Let's see what kind of questions do we have. Let's see. Let's get to it. Let's go back to the questions. All right. Is there a small amount of sugar that's okay? Yeah, less than 20 grams. Yeah. The least amount of sugar, the better. The least amount of sugar, the better. Yeah, you don't have to be perfect. The body doesn't need sugar, so the least amount possible. Your body needs energy. Yeah, me. Okay. Let's see. Back to the questions. Oops. Let's see here. No yogurt. I would not. People are going to eat yogurt anyway. But as far as for blood sugar is concerned, it's good for blood sugar. It's nice and stable. It's okay for blood sugar. It's good for blood sugar. But as far for your overall health, yogurt, no. I am on day 13 of my 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I'm feeling amazing. There it is, Catherine. Shout out to you, Catherine. Shout out to you, Catherine. Thank you for educating people on diabetes management. There's not enough education about it out here. You're quite welcome, Wiggy Smalls, aka Sybil. You're quite welcome. Quite welcome. You want to get your number back to this 5.3, folks, like we've been talking about earlier. You want to get your number back to that 5.3. That's what you say you wanted to do. Clean eating, whoo! It's gotta be the forefront. It's a lot of things that could be harming your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating. My A1C was a 13. I dropped it to a 6.9. Shout out to you, Wiggy Smalls. Wiggy Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like on now. What you talking about, Willis? I think, is that a play on Biggie Smalls? That's dope. If it is, I like it. So sweet potato is a carb, sir. Yeah, sweet potato is a carb. Yes, sweet potato goes down here. That's a dessert. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for sharing, kind sir. You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Clean eating machines, so much sense. I'm a diabetic. Clean eating machine? Oh, means so much. Clean eating means so much since I'm diabetic. I just got my sugar down to from 226 to 113. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. I reread it. Yeah. You're saying clean eating means so much. Had a little typo there, but I got you. That you took your blood, you were essentially diabetic. You took your blood sugar from a 226 to a 113 in just clean eating alone, folks. There's a lot of things that can be messing up your blood sugar, but it's predominantly what you're eating, folks. The doctor told me it was a miracle that I'm still alive. I was on ICU for 4 days, hooked to 3 IVs. Okay, Wiggy Smalls. I like it, Wiggy. Fruit is okay, right? Fruit as a dessert, right? Just as long as fruit is okay, as long as you think of fruit the same way you think about dessert. That is the only time that fruit is okay. Other than that, you can do fruit. But you want to combine it with a healthy fat or protein. But just think about it as a dessert. Can you talk about healthy meal plans? What's the best to eat? That's what we've been talking about. This is the clean eating plate right here. This is the healthy meal plan right here. Which carbs? Well, the carbs that you want. Which is your favorite carbs, except for the refined carbs. Now, we're not talking about the whole Twinkies and the ding dongs, and that ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about. When it comes to carbohydrates. We're not talking about little Debbie's. That ain't the kind of carbs I'm saying. I'm talking about clean, whole, unprocessed carbs. Things like rice, pasta, whatever kind of pasta. Here's the thing about the pasta. Do pasta, single ingredient pasta. Things like chickpea pasta, lentil pasta. Right? Quinoa, farro, potatoes. These are whole unprocessed carbohydrates. Not the muffins. Okay? Muffins are refined carbohydrates. Those are the ones you want to stay away from. So you can pretty much have whatever kind of carbs you want. Just make sure you obey the rule. You can go down, but you can't go up. When you talk about your plate, remember that plate that you got, that you want to play this game, you got to go get yourself one of these plates out of my showcase. Out of my TikTok showcase. Thank you. Oh, you love wigs. Okay, no doubt. I'm doing the 16-8 fast, 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. What's some good snacks to eat between 10 a.m. and 4 a.m.? Hold on. You're saying I am doing the 16-8 fasting, 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. Oh, what are some good snacks to eat between 10 to 4? So when are you eating again? That's something's not adding up on this math right here. What do you mean? I'm trying to figure it out. Unless I'm a little slow today, I'm trying to figure it out. What are you saying there? But snacking, if you do a snack, make sure it's a savory snack, not a sweet snack, a savory snack. Grab you some nuts and seeds. You can grab a big old avocado and make an avocado boat. Put some nuts and seeds or some seeds in there. Sprinkle you some chia seeds over the top. Make yourself a little avocado boat. Thank you. I'm glad I did the challenge. Yeah. Checking my A1C at the clinic on Tuesday. You cannot wait. Yeah. You cannot wait. Catherine, you're in phase number 2, right? You're in phase number 2. You switched over. Right? Amazing. That 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, folks. If you're ready for change, if that's you, if you say, I've gotten to the point where I'm ready to take back control of my blood sugar. I'm ready, Kelley. Like, I'm ready for myself. I'm ready for my kids. Not even for you. Forget about you, Kelley. I'm ready. I'm doing it for myself. I got enough reasons. Like I told you before, everybody has the ability to do this. If you've tried everything and nothing has worked, and you're starting to believe that you're stuck this way forever, I promise you you're not. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's $99 you join that 14-day challenge. But if you use that discount code ENERGY, you're joining the challenge for $79. Because there's a lot of people out here that can't remember the last time that they felt real energy just running through their body. If that's you, you can't remember the last time you felt real energy just running through your body, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Thanks. You're quite welcome. If you want no carb snacks, then just protein snacks. Yeah. You can do protein snacks, you can do some fat snacks, right? You can do like what's stopping you from getting a chicken breast. You get a chicken breast, boom, that's protein. That's a savory snack. What's stopping you from just in the middle of the day just getting you a big block of tofu and just eating it up like an avocado toast? But use the tofu as the toast instead of the bread. Boom. That's a good snack. Anything sweet except for fruit. What do you mean anything sweet except fruit? What do you mean by that, Bree? Can you have anything sweet except for fruit? What is the challenge? If you're the first time here, shout out to you, George. If it's your first time here, I am Kelley, your certified holistic nutritionist, where we're talking about all things. I talk about all things diabetes, insulin resistance, erectile dysfunction. All of this stuff is related to insulin resistance, folks. Here's what you do. If you're struggling with that condition, if you say, I'm struggling with insulin resistance, I'm new here, I'm struggling with insulin resistance, I've been on this blood sugar roller coaster for many years, man, and I can't get off no matter what I do, I'm on this roller coaster. I need help. If that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Now, there's a lot of freebies on my page. There's a quiz, the masterclass. That's all free stuff. Go register for the quiz. It's free. It's a free quiz that you can take. Go sit in on the masterclass. It's a free masterclass. All you got to pay is attention. But for my people who are ready for serious change, there people who are saying like, no, I'm at my wit's end with my A1C. My A1C, it just keeps on climbing. It won't drop. I'm ready for serious action. If that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? 14 days. It is a blueprint. You follow this blueprint, meals, recipes, all of that. What you got to do on a daily basis for 14 days, every day. It's going to be like, I'm the captain. You ever seen that movie with Captain Phillips? I will be the captain, me. I will be the captain of your ship for 14 days. I will be the captain now. That's what we're doing on this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge right here. Right here. For TikTok, if you're on TikTok, here it is right here. You click that link right there. And if you're on my other socials, you just literally just click that link in my description. And you're going to come to this right here. What's on it? Here's what's on it. The quiz, the 2-minute quiz that you can take to understand and learn your diabetes management style. Right? Are you doing a great job? Are you doing a terrible job managing this A1C number? The masterclass is a free masterclass, like I talked about earlier. It's free. It's 45 minutes where I break down the lifestyle medicine formula: peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep, folks. It's a 4-part formula. Follow that formula, and you do great things. That's in the masterclass. That's right there. But for my folks who say, you know what, Kelley, bump a masterclass. I don't care anything about a masterclass. I don't care anything about that free PDF. I don't care anything about that. What I care about is getting off these medications and getting my life back. That's what I care about, Kelley. I care about my legacy living on. For me living another 20 years. That's what I care about, Kelley. If that's you, if that's what you care about, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If that's what you care about. All right? If that's what you care about, getting your life back. If you're ready to take control of your blood sugar, you say, you put your foot down and say, I'm ready for that. I'm ready. Damn it. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. All right? Now, what people are saying, what people have done, some people are taking their A1C from an 8 to a 6 in 14 days, from a 7.1 to a 5.7 in 14 days. Come on, man, it's crazy. Why? They just followed the blueprint. It's all a blueprint. That's all it is. It's a blueprint. Here's what you get, everything that you get. You see everything that you get right there. What you get is basically the start of your transformation, especially when it comes to your blood sugar. It's called the Blood Sugar Reset Challenge. 14 days, all the recipes, everything that you got to do. You just got to show up, do the work, do it again tomorrow. Here's what you got to do. You got to go get the groceries. You got to go cook the groceries, eat the groceries, and then we're going to add a fourth element onto it, and it's called getting the results. Okay? Just like Catherine did. It's called getting the results. All right? That's what we're going to do. Get you the results. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining. It's $99 to join the challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Let's see here. See if I missed any questions. Okay. Why would my fasting blood sugar be high? Not during the day. My A1C is a 4.9. Well, it's called that's called the dawn phenomenon. That's why they call it a phenomenon, folks. It's the dawn phenomenon. That's a whole different ballgame. Okay. Every day, your blood sugar is going to be high. Everybody's blood sugar is going to be high. But if you're insulin resistant, would you say yours is at a 4.9, which is very, how high is it? That's the question. The question is, how high is it? Is it below 100 or is it like crazy? So it should be below 100 every day. Curious to know. All right. Oh, somebody just joined the challenge. Shout out to them for joining the challenge. Congratulations. You're ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Why? Yep. Okay. Good morning. What's up? Is black coffee okay? Yeah, but here's the thing about coffee. Make sure. Yes, I'm Kelley. Oh, yes. How are you, Kelley? I'm super good, but I'll get better. How are you? Black coffee. Let's talk about coffee. People always ask, well, what about my coffee, Kelley? Yeah, you can have your coffee. Great. Okay. But here's the thing. Comes to coffee. You want to give yourself the natural energy first. Because coffee is kind of going to alter your energy. But you want to get yourself the natural energy first. And where do you get the natural energy? Oh, yeah, you get that from the sun. So when you wake up in the morning, like I do every morning, I wake up in the morning, I go out in the sun. I go do my stretches in the sun. I go, and I let that morning light hit my eyes. That tells my cortisol to rise. Cortisol, rise. When it rises, it's going to rise fast. It's going to rise. It's going to take about 30 minutes to max out. Okay. 60 to 90 minutes after you go into the sun first, then you can have your coffee. Remember that's the rule. Go into the sun first, get the natural energy first, then you can have your coffee. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you this. If you continue to do that every day, I guarantee you this. You'll start to crave less and less coffee. The more and more you do, go out into the sun, get the sun first. The more and more you do that, stay out in the sun for like 5 or 10 minutes. The more and more you do that, the less you're going to crave coffee. I guarantee it works every time. It's called lifestyle medicine, folks. So that's why it's always going to be lifestyle first, medication second. You get to the point where coffee will be optional. Caffeine will be optional. You just try it. You apply that simple little trick. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for doing that. It varies. All right. I was told it takes a couple of months to see the difference in your A1C. Oh, I don't know who told you that because they never hung around with me. That's why they told you that. Yeah, it takes 2 to 3 months to see the overall picture. Realistically, it takes about 4 months to see like the complete overall picture. But as little as 2 weeks, 14 days, that every day you're regenerating new red blood cells. New hemoglobin is being reproduced every day. So if you're clean eating every day, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 14, you check your A1C on day 15, as people have done who have joined this challenge. Check your A1C on day 15. The doctor did this, not me. I can't prescribe them medication or take them off medication. I'm not a doctor. That's not my role. I can't do that. I can't prescribe you the medication. Only medication I can say that tell you that you can prescribe to yourself is lifestyle medicine. All right. So lifestyle first, medication second. In as little as 2 weeks, you can take your A1C down. You can put a big dent in your A1C. Your overall A1C is a simple math. Your overall A1C in as little as 14 days. Why? It's because your body is regenerating new red blood cells every day. You're giving yourself a blood sugar shower. Eating good, sleeping good, all of that. Stress management. Every day, your blood sugar is going down and down and down. That's how you can do it in as little as 2 weeks. So no, that is the overall picture, correct. But to make an impact, you're making an impact every single day. You helped my son. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Shout out to your son, Sandy. Shout out to your son. I don't know your son's name, but shout out to him. Shout out to him. I need to drop 30. What? Pounds? Or you need to drop 30 what? Points. Like what you need to drop 30 on? Like you need to drop and give me 30. Drop and give me 30 push-ups right now. How what you mean? What are non-starchy veggies? Non-starchy veggies are things like broccoli, cucumbers, kale, arugula, spinach. Those are non-starchy veggies. Those are non-starchy veggies. But just put a list in, put it in, but those are some of them. Put it in the search, you'll see what non-starchy veggies are. But like I said, cucumber, mushrooms, collard greens, these are non-starchy veggies. Veggies that are low on the glycemic index scale. That's what non-starchy veggies mean. They say months because the A1C is an average over 3 months. However, the key word is however. That is a very beautiful name, wisdom learned. That is a lot of wisdom you just dropped there. However, okay? It's a very good, yes, it has 3 months to see the overall picture of your A1C. But, however, this will be my argument back to someone who would say that you can't lower, it takes 3 months to lower your A1C. I would be like, that is true. However, if you what he's saying for 2 weeks, you will see it drop fast. Yeah. If you do what I'm saying, you'll see it will drop fast. Yeah. If you show up every day, you do the work, you follow the blueprint. You show up, you do the work. Yeah, it's gonna drop fast. Naturally as well. Because that's how quickly your body wants to heal. You think your body wants to harbor having diabetes? Your body doesn't want to harbor all of that. Your body doesn't want to have insulin resistance. Insulin is the most important hormone in the body, folks. So why would your body want to be resistant to the most important hormone in the body? That doesn't make any sense. Your body wants to heal, not now. Your body wants to thrive. The job of your body is to protect you. Like I said, your brain wants to protect you from like doing stuff that's outside of your comfort zone. Your brain wants to protect you from that. Right? So, and your body wants to heal very, very fast. It wants to survive and it wants to thrive at all costs. It will kick and it will scratch and it will claw just to survive. In as little as 2 weeks, you give your body what it needs, it will say, "Oh, thank you. It's what I've been waiting for. The food, the clean eating, I've been waiting for it. Thank you. I've been waiting for this." It's a lot of things that could be harming your health, folks. It's a lot of things that could be hurting your blood sugar. But it's predominantly what you're eating, folks. That's what we do in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you say, "I've been struggling and my A1C won't drop no matter what, and I need to shake things up, Kelley," you said, "That's me, Kelley." If that's you, if you say that that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. It's normally $99 to join the challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for $79. I still don't sleep well. Even after leaving a lot of sugar, I walk 1 hour and 35 days a week. Yeah, it's called maintaining your pace. Peaceful mind, active body, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. The answer is in some of those areas, one of those areas. It's either in the P, it's either in the A, it's either in the C, or the E. It's in one of those areas. And you said the E, effective sleep. You're not getting any. So as a result, your numbers are probably still going to stay the same or worsen. Because stress is lack of sleep is a stressor. So you can work out until you're blue in the face. But if you're not sleeping correctly, it's going to throw the whole thing off. And step number 1, what can you do to help with sleep? Step number 1, like I told you before, remember the thing I told you about coffee? Remember that thing I told you about coffee? It's 2 things that you can do. I said number 1, to get the natural energy, go out into the sun first thing in the morning. Just little small things you can start to do to start to sleep better. Watch this. Go out into the sun in the morning. Let that morning sun hit your eyes. What most folks don't know is the key to a good night's sleep is how you start your day. That's the key to a good night's sleep, is how you start your day. With the morning sun, that sends the signal, hey, cortisol rise, and then it falls off, tapers off. And then in the evening time, dusk, when the sun is going down, you go out into the sun again, and you get the evening sun. Your body knows the difference. Your body knows the difference between the morning sun and the evening sun. Now when you go out into the sun, the evening sun, like if you're walking your dog like 30 minutes before the sun goes down, you're getting that evening sun. That is sending the signal to your hormones to say, hey, melatonin, the sleep hormone, kick in. Start kicking in. It's the evening sun. The key to a good night's sleep is what you do when you wake up in the morning. Isn't it crazy how nature works? It's called lifestyle medicine, folks. That's step number 1. Now, you hang out with me a little bit. Now, if you want more on that, you go register for the masterclass. This is a free masterclass where I talk about sleep. I give you a whole bunch of tactics on sleep for better sleep and all that stuff. It's a 45-minute masterclass. Sit in on the masterclass, watch it. Right? Or it's a free masterclass. Or you can, like, yo, Kelley, I don't want to listen to you anymore, bro. I want to see you. You can actually go download it and read it. You can read it instead of listening to me. Because it's going to be me talking on the master class, That's free. That's the free stuff. But for my folks who are ready for serious change, use that discount code. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I got a challenge last week, but I can't start until November. All right, start when you're ready. The challenge starts when you go grocery shopping. When you finish grocery shopping, you say, ding, I'm ready. That's when your challenge starts. You just go back and log into your portal. Boom, everything's going to be right there. It's going to be right there waiting for you. It's me. If that's you, if you need that, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Click the link in my description. Click on the 14-day challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY, and you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I need that. Yes, sir. Can I join? Absolutely, you can join. Absolutely. If you're ready to, only if you're ready to put in the work, though. Here's the thing. If you're ready to show up, do the work, and do it again tomorrow, okay, you can join. But if you're not ready for that, then you can't join. But if you're ready to show up and do the work, over 250 people have joined the challenge. But like I said before, it's for the people who are really serious, they make it to the end. Those are the warriors. Those are like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. It was a challenge. Like Catherine, she's on day 13. She's feeling like she's feeling like a soldier. She's just feeling like tomorrow's day 14, the last day. She's feeling like she's getting ready to graduate from and become a Navy SEAL. Finish BUDS. That's the training that Navy SEALs go to. It's called BUDS. That's what the challenge is like, folks. It's like BUDS. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. But at the end, it's going to be so worth it. You're going to be like, woo! It's worth it. Now I'm a Navy SEAL. Now I'm the best of the best. Let's see. Is going down? Last thing. If you want to join that challenge, like I said, use the discount code ENERGY. You join the challenge for $79. The link's in my bio. Is going down from a glucose of 117 to 97 a good thing? Hell yeah, it's a great thing. What do you mean? It's not a good thing. It's a great thing. If you went from a 117 to a 97, is it a good thing? No, John, it's a great thing. You want it to be below 100. That's the ideal range, to get it below 100. To get it below 100, folks, that's the ideal range. Okay, we're gonna take a short intermission. I'll be back, and then we're gonna start at the top of the hour, folks. It depends on. Tell me what y'all want to talk about at the top of the hour. Oh, last thing on beans. We can continue going on this clean eating plate, or we can take a whole different direction. But I know there's still a whole lot of stuff to uncover on clean eating, folks. Like we haven't even gotten to beans yet. So that's what we're going to talk about. When we come back, we're going to talk about beans, and we're going to talk about the order in which you eat your food, what's for breakfast. We're going to talk about all of that because there's still a lot to talk about. You're quite welcome. But folks, I'm going to take a 1-minute intermission. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back, and we're going to dive more into this clean eating plate. Get your number to a 4.9 to a 5.3 in that area. What's the continued work that we're going to have to do? All right. 4.9 to a 5.3 is the ideal range. If you want to get your number back to a 5.3, starting number 1 is to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But there's a lot of other stuff on my page. The quiz, the masterclass. Go register for all that stuff. Linked in my bio right here. I'm going to go use the little boys' room. Then I'll be right back. Right here. Check it out. Right here. Here it is. Both socials. Right there. There it is. Go take the quiz. If you haven't taken the quiz, folks, it's only going to take you 2 minutes to take that quiz. They'll understand your diabetes management style. This link, folks, is like Disney World. Go register for something. Go do something. It's a whole bunch of goodies on that on that page. I'll be back in a moment, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. We're back to finish talking about all things clean eating. Shout out to y'all folks for sticking around. See if I missed any questions while I was gone. Okay, no. What's the page? The page the page is right here. The page is right here. And we're going to finish all things. We're going to talk about all things beans. You're saying, where's the page? You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. And then you're going to come to this page right here. If you're on TikTok, it's right here. Boom. There it is. If you're on my other socials, it's going to be right here. There it is. There's that page. Click that link in my description. There it is. Here's the page right here. Here's where all the goodies are. It's that link in my description. And for my folks who want to get that plate, where's the plate? The plate is in my showcase. When I say my showcase, the plate, that clean eating plate that we're talking about right now, it's in my showcase. Here's the clean eating plates. They're like $13. You can get yourself one of these clean eating plates on TikTok. They're like $13. Clean eating plate. Right here. These things are lifesavers. These things, you just like I said before, 1980s, the B-box. The box, right? Just in your ear, just walking around the neighborhood. Carry your plate with you everywhere you go. The clean eating plate. But that's where everything is, folks. All the goodies. All right, let's see. I'm ready. December 23rd, my A1C was at 11.3 in July. 31st, it was a 25. Whoa. It was a 25 in July? Oh. From 11.3 to a 25. My A1C is a 5.8. I'm trying to, into July 2025. I got it. Okay. That makes sense. I get it. July 31st, 2025. Now it's a 5.8. I'm trying to get my A1C under 5. Well, if your A1C, it won't drop by itself. You're going to have to do some work. If you say that that's you, Tab, if you say you're trying to get your A1C back to it, you said bump to 5.3. I'm trying to get mine back to a 5. If that's you, which you said that that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I promise you, we're going to shake things up. Okay? We're going to shake things up a lot. Going to shake it up. All just through the power of your nutrition. That's all. All through the power of your nutrition. That's it. Clean eating. That's all we're going to clean up. We're going to go in there and clean up that eating. And then you're going to see the power of this little lifestyle change to get your number back to a 5 where you say you want it to be. That's where you want it. Little lifestyle hack called clean eating, which it should be obvious to most folks, but it's just called clean eating. There's a lot of things that could be hurting your health, but it's predominantly what you're eating, folks. That's predominantly what it is. Okay, now let's get back to it. Back to clean eating. Oh yeah, you want to join that challenge? Use that discount code ENERGY. You join the challenge for it. It's normally $99. You join that challenge. You use that discount code ENERGY. You join the challenge for $79. Life-changing experience. I promise you that. Back to it. Beans. Yes, if you're joining, use that discount code, the live discount code ENERGY. All right? You join that challenge. Beans. Lentils, red beans, black beans, navy beans, cannellini beans, all different types of beans. Folks, these beans are like a superfood. Like, what you mean like a superfood? They're called a resistant starch. Well, what's a resistant starch? Meaning they resist digestion. So beans, they cannot be digested. They're resisting something. What are they resisting? Oh yeah, digestion. You cannot digest them. Beans are good for the heart. Yeah, they are amazing. So when you eat the beans, since they're resisting digestion, they just go through your stomach, and then they go through your small intestines undigested. Like, they're supposed to be digested when they go to your small intestines, but they're a special kind of starch. They say we're going to resist digestion. So you're like, well, that can't be good. Well, it's great actually, because when it gets down to your large intestines, when the beans get to your large intestines, oh my gosh, the gut bacteria, they will eat the fiber from the beans. You cannot digest fiber. You, as a human being, you cannot digest fiber. Well, you're like, well, why would they tell me to eat fiber, if I can't even digest it? That doesn't even make any sense, Kelley. Well, when it gets to the large intestines, your gut, that's why they always talk about gut flora. That bacteria, the gut flora, your bacteria in your gut will eat the fiber. They love it. And the more they eat, the more variety of fiber that they eat from all different types of beans and non-starchy veggies and all the different foods that you're eating, all the different foods that you're eating will contribute to what type of gut bacteria that you have, whether there's a lot of the good bacteria or a lot of the bad bacteria. How's your gut flora looking? Based on how your gut flora is looking will determine if you're going to be in great health or if you're going to be in poor health. If you're going to be in great health or poor health. And beans are a great contributor to that because they give you the fiber that your gut needs. And then the veggies, the non-starchy veggies, they have fiber as well. They also have the phytonutrients in the vegetables. The phytonutrients are the nutrients specific to plants that their job is to disease prevention. That is the job of phytonutrients, aka vegetables. AKA fruits and vegetables. They have phytonutrients in the plants. Eat more plants. Have a lot of phytonutrients in them. So that's the power of the beans, folks. The power of the beans. Can you make homemade jelly? I mean, you could, sure. Are you asking if you can make homemade jelly and eat a lot of homemade jelly and get your A1C down? No, that's not possible. But if you can make homemade jelly, sure, it's your choice. Yeah, nobody's stopping you from making homemade jelly, boss. Can you use honey can I use honey if I am a diabetic? You prefer not. It's not a great idea because a tiny bit of honey is concentrated. Like, if your system can't handle that, if you're already insulin resistant, having honey is very, very concentrated. And it's going to spike your blood sugar real fast. So preferably not. Just joined. I am seeing no meat on my plate. Protein? I don't know. Protein, yeah. You play around with the ratios, right? Whatever protein you prefer, whether it's chicken, turkey, salmon, tofu, tempeh, whatever you prefer. You can play around the percentages. You can make it, you can go 50% protein. You can go 25% protein, just depends on how you feel, what you're trying to accomplish. Any difference if it's a normal honey process or is it all the same? It is all the same. It is all the same, Lunchman. It's a very unique name, Lunchman. I like it though. I like it. But yeah, it's all the same. Okay, folks. Any questions on the beans? Let's see. Any questions? All right. Okay. Yeah, I think I got all the questions. You're quite welcome. That's the next part of it. So this whole thing, folks, comes back around. Now the next thing is, well, what's for breakfast, Kelley? Kelley, what's for breakfast, bro? Can you tell me who wants to know what's for breakfast? Put a me in the chat. If you want to know what's for breakfast, put a me in the chat. If you want to know what's for breakfast, put a me in the chat. If you want to know, can you use organic light agave as a sweetener? You can use whatever you want. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, I'll just tell you, it's not a great choice. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. But if you're suffering from insulin resistance, it's not a great choice. That's my answer. Thank you. You're quite welcome. 3 poached eggs and an avocado. Yes, that's a savory breakfast. We're talking about breakfast. We're talking about breakfast here. Folks, let's do something. Let's do something a little bit. You want to know? Yeah, who wants to know about breakfast? Okay. Folks, let's do something a little bit different here today. Let's find out what a savory breakfast is. Let's give some examples of a savory breakfast, folks. The question is, because who's always getting tired? Put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. If you're always tired, you just wake up, man, just like, man, I'm tired, bro. But then you have some coffee and you might feel good for a while, but then you crash. Because we're talking about energy, right? That's the discount code. We wake up in the morning, folks. It's very, very important that you do this. That you get yourself a savory breakfast. Get your number back to a 4.9 to a 5.3 to get your energy back. Because like I said, you can't remember the last time that you felt real energy in your body. If you can't remember that, having a savory breakfast is going to be the start of it all. What's a savory breakfast? I'll tell you what it's not. Let me tell you what a breakfast is not. Let me tell you how you should not start your day. You should not start your day with a sugary breakfast like Ho-Ho Twinkies or Ding Dongs or donuts or pancakes or waffles. Lego Mayego. You should never start your day with Lego Mayego. Who Lego Mayego, bro? Don't give your kids Lego Mayego for breakfast. That's not a great breakfast for kids. Why? It's because it's going to shoot your blood sugar up like the freaking moon. As soon as you wake up in the morning and you eat some sugary something, especially on an empty stomach, it's going to shoot your blood sugar so high that you couldn't even possibly imagine. It's going to shoot it up like a rocket. And just as quickly as it is like a rocket. This is as quickly as it goes up. This is as quickly as it's going to come back down, folks. So do me a favor, folks. Do me a favor while you bebop that screen, folks. Bebop that screen. Share this live out with anybody that you know, and share this live out with anybody that you know that is struggling with low energy. Instead, start your day off with a savory breakfast. What's a savory breakfast? Let's break it down. It's a protein. It's a fat. Protein, fat, veggies. Protein, fat, and a veggie. That's called a savory breakfast. You're like, well, what's a savory breakfast? Something that's not going to spike your blood sugar. A healthy healthy protein, like chicken, for instance. A healthy fat, avocado. So let's go chicken. Let's go avocado. Avocado. Veggies, broccoli. That can be an example of a breakfast. A chicken, an avocado, and a broccoli. That's called a savory breakfast, folks. You start your day off with a savory breakfast, you're going to take off like an airplane instead of like a rocket. Okay, another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. This is a game, folks. You play along with this game. Give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another example of a savory breakfast. We said a chicken, a protein, a protein, a fat, and a veggie. Basically, what you're going to be eating for dinner, what you would normally eat for dinner, you're going to eat it for breakfast. Okay, somebody said steak. Steak, what else? What else goes with it? We're talking about a savory. We're building our plate, folks. We're building our plate. A savory breakfast. What is it? Okay, we'll say something like, cottage cheese. No for the cottage cheese. Fat, milk is a no-go. Okay, we're doing no dairy. All right, so let's go see some walnuts for the healthy fat, and then for the veggies, you're gonna do some asparagus. These are non-starchy veggies. Non-starchy veggies, folks. All right, let's start upping the ante a little bit. You can go fish. And you can go with maybe an avocado, or maybe the fats. You got some chia seeds. Look, you got some cauliflower. For that last category. You see what I'm doing here, folks? This is called the savory breakfast. Okay, give me some more examples. What y'all got? Give me some examples. This is your breakfast. This is how you want to start your day. This is called the savory breakfast, folks. Give me some more examples. What we got? Let's see. Okay, turkey. Somebody said turkey. All right, what else goes with it? What else goes with it? What else goes with it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Somebody said some steak with eggs. Okay. Mushrooms. Okay. Mushrooms. That's another good one. You can go turkey with some mushrooms and what we say? Oh, pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds. I'm going to just pump seeds. Okay. Pumpkin seeds. That's another good one. Turkey and what else? Give me another non-starchy. Oh, yeah. Some mushrooms. Somebody said mushrooms. Even though mushrooms are a fungus, yes, I get it. But mushrooms are beautiful in the morning. What else? What else? Okay, somebody said pecans. Okay. What else? Oh, spinach, y'all. We're just doing the different colors over here. I don't know why I'm doing all the different colors. I just feel like all the colors today. Spinach. Spinach is gonna go over here. Name out something else. Let me see. Name out something else. See, we're building our plate over here, folks. See what we're doing? Ooh, artichoke. Ugh. Artichoke. Okay. Spinach, eggs. Okay, eggs. We got eggs. Okay. What else? Hamburger patty. Hamburger patty. Yeah, I guess you can do hamburger patty. Yeah. Hamburger patty is going to go over. That's going to go in the steak category. We'll just put that in the steak category. All right. Carrots. Yep. Let's see what else. Avocado. Yeah. Mackerel. Okay. Yeah, that goes in the fish over here. That goes over there. Kale. Yeah. Kale's going to go over here. What else we got? Beans. Yep. Beans can go. That's a good one. Beans could go in the protein. It can go. The beans are special. You can put them in the protein. You can put them in. The beans are special. So we're just gonna put all. They're in like a category of their own. Remember I told you those are the good guys. So you could do beans. You could do beans over here. You could put beans. You can put the beans with the veggies. Yeah, you can add the beans anywhere in there. The great equalizer. Okay, what else we got? Any other stuff? Zucchini. Yeah. What else? My daughter's pre-diabetic. Seems like not many choices. What you mean? Seems like not many choices. You could make one hell of a breakfast with this. Okay, you got tofu, tempeh. Man, you got all kinds of stuff. Cabbage. Collard greens. You got walnuts. You got cashews. Man, you got all kinds of stuff. This, folks, is what's called the savory breakfast. You can just build your plate. Look at that. It's endless. It's endless. You can keep just going and you just get all the different colors of fruits and all that stuff. So that's called the savory breakfast. We're not doing sweet in the morning. Greek yogurt is going to be a no. Now, you can do Greek yogurt, sure. But it's not going to really harm your overall health. Your blood sugar. But for your overall health, Greek yogurt is dairy. No, we're not doing dairy. Stay away from the Greek yogurt, folks. It's totally up to you. I wouldn't recommend the dairy, but people are going to do it anyway, and I get it. All right, let's see. Difference between green beans and pinto beans. Well, they're in the bean family. Right? Just the nutrient profile is just going to be a little bit different. That's the only difference. The nutrient profile. That's it. Potatoes. Potatoes are going to be a no. Potatoes are not part of a savory breakfast, Teresa. Potatoes are no. Potatoes, no. Not savory. That's part of the, remember earlier with the carbohydrates and fruit? Potatoes are going to be a no. Let's see, name out some other stuff. Are we eating breakfast? Yeah, we eating breakfast. This is what it means to have a savory breakfast. Meatless sausage or burgers. Probably not burgers. Probably not burgers. And meatless sausages is going to be some ultra processed stuff. So no to both of those. No burgers in the morning. All right, here we go. Meatless salt, yogurt, pecan. Like I said before, what I said about the dairy. I don't recommend the dairy, but people are going to do it anyway. But as far as blood sugar is concerned, that'll be okay. Yogurts and pecans, as far as blood sugar is concerned. Let's be clear. But overall health is going to be a nightmare. So no fruit. Yes, no fruit in the morning. No fruit in the morning for breakfast, folks. That's going to mess up the savory breakfast. Eat fruit as a dessert. Remember we talked about that earlier. Fruit as a dessert. Eat your fruit, but eat it as a dessert. Uh-oh. That gave me a violation. You guys are probably going to get kicked out of here, but it's all good. It's all good. You can find me on the other socials. We'll be over here. So half of you guys are probably going to leave. So it's good to know you. Good to see you. Do follow me. Follow me on all the socials, I guess, because I know it's good to know you. But I'll see you around. Though half the folks are going to drop out. So here's the thing. That is a savory breakfast, folks. Are there any question on what a savory breakfast is? Why is dairy not recommended? Well, dairy is not recommended is because here's the thing. I'm not going to get into it with dairy because it's a very sensitive topic. Dairy is so sensitive. People were like, two things I'm not going to give up, Kelley, is my bacon and then my cheese. If you want to know more about dairy, if you want to know the dangers of dairy and what it does to the body, watch this documentary called, it's not even a documentary, it's called it's a lecture. It's a lecture that says, Mr. Walter Veith, the guy's a zoologist, and he's going to break down dairy in such a way that you've never heard it before. I promise you, you've never heard dairy explained to you like this before. It's an 80-minute lecture. He's a zoologist. Zoologist is a person who studies animals. Like, the guy knows everything about animals. You watch that documentary or that lecture, then you'll find out why not dairy. Why not dairy? Yeah, TikTok does be tripping, Catherine. Like I said, half of the people are gonna leave. So I'm giving y'all a salute, man. It's not your fault. They're gonna kick y'all out. But follow me over there. I'll be over there. They probably won't let you back in. I don't know. Eggs, yeah, we did eggs already. Eggs is over there. So lunch and dinner only for fruit. That's exactly right. Just think of fruit. The easiest way to remember fruit is to just remember you eat fruit as a dessert. When you think of fruit, think of when would I eat dessert? Okay, yeah. I would eat dessert like after my meal. That's when you eat fruit. I mean, you don't have to eat breakfast. You can fast. You don't have to do anything. But at the end of the day, it's whatever meal. The breakfast is, what do you mean you have to eat breakfast? Everybody has to eat breakfast. Everybody has to break their fast. At point, that's what breakfast means, breaking your fast. Now, you're talking about the time, like in the morning time? Is that what you mean by breakfast? Because technically, the first thing that you eat is breaking your fast. So whether it's at noon or whether it's at 4 p.m., it's still breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's still you're still breaking your fast. But I think you meant just for the time. I think that's what you meant. Well, let's clean it up. Whatever time you eat, just make sure it's savory. Whatever your first meal of the day is, or the first time you break your fast, just make sure it's a savory. Soy, yes. Contrary to popular belief, soy is good. They're called phyto. Remember when I said phytoestrogen? Phyto, means plant, means it's known for disease prevention. That is what the word phyto means. It's called a phytoestrogen. That's why people say, hey, well, don't eat soy, man. It's going to have you growing limbs and all kinds of stuff out of your head. It's soy. That's called a phytoestrogen. It's totally different than the estrogen from cow's milk, okay? That's why I'm telling you, watch this documentary called Utterly Amazing. That is the name of the documentary. Utterly Amazing. You watch that, put on by Mr. Walter V. You're going to learn a thing or two about dairy, folks. Turkey bacon versus regular. Doesn't matter. Still a processed meat. So turkey bacon, regular bacon. Notice I ain't put it over here on the seat. That's not bacon is not clean eating, folks. Everything we do clean eating. Bacon, sausage, turkey, or regular is not recommended. Those are called group 1 carcinogens. You don't want to eat a group 1 carcinogen, Pamela. You want to stay as far away from those as possible. Thank you for the explanation on dairy. Yeah. Again, I'm not explaining it to you. Mr. Walter Veith is going to explain it to you. Okay? You watch that 80-minute lecture, he is going to break it down to you. I can't break it down like he can. I can break it down a little bit, but he can break it all the way down. You just like, yo, dairy? Ah. So don't watch that. Here's the thing, little advice here. Do not watch that documentary if you love dairy. You just like, yo, bro, like, I'm never giving up my dairy. Never. I'm never giving up my cheese. I hear that a lot. If you say that, I'm never giving that up, then cool. Don't watch the documentary. I mean, don't watch that lecture. Don't watch it. Don't. Little warning. Don't watch it if you're a big fan of dairy. But if you care more about your health than that of dairy, then you should watch it. You can screenshot the board. If you care more about your health than dairy, than cheese, then you should watch that lecture called Utterly Amazing. Put on by Walter V. I mean, you don't have to eat breakfast. You can fast and skip breakfast. Yeah, we did that one. Thank you for the explanation. I missed. What about, let me screenshot the board. What about goat milk? What about goat milk? And when you watch Mr. Walter V on Utterly Amazing, the guy's a zoologist. He's going to talk about goats included. Okay? He'll talk about goats. Is almond milk okay? Almond milk is okay. Just make sure that you get the better quality of almond milk. Right? There's going to be a whole bunch of, there's some other ones that are out there that are trash. But use the Yuka app. Use the Yuka app. Great. I mean, you don't have to eat breakfast. You can fast and skip breakfast. You can break fast and fast anytime. Yeah, you can. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, I think so. I think you meant the time. You're talking about the actual morning time, eating breakfast in the morning time. I get it. My body hates dairy. Yeah, your body should hate dairy. If you're an adult, every person's body should hate dairy. Let me sit down for a little bit because I've been standing up for a while. And talk more about clean eating and a savory breakfast. Yeah, you did say that. Let's see here. What about goat milk? I got it too. Sai. You got what to Sai? You got what too, Catherine, to Sai? What did you get to Sai? You got something to Sai, but I don't know what. Did you watch Utterly Amazing, Catherine? Yeah. Let's see. Cheese. Yeah, that's a part of dairy. You watch Utterly Amazing. You're going to be utterly amazed on what the hell you've been eating. All right. But like I said, the documentary, that lecture is not for everybody. It's if you're for the faint of heart, do not watch that lecture. Okay. Do not. I promise you. Do not. If you care about dairy, if you say, I'm never giving up my cheese, do not ever watch Utterly Amazing. Ever. But if you care about your health, you should watch that you should watch that. Folks, let's break this thing down. If you've been suffering, Utterly Amazing is the name of the documentary. Can't find it on YouTube. Utterly Amazing. UDDER. He's probably spelling it wrong. Udderly. Utterly. Not T. Utterly. No. Utterly. UDD. Utterly amazing. You watch that document. But again, folks, if you care about dairy, man, if you love cheese, don't watch it, bro. For real. You think I'm playing? Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. What about goat cheese or sheep cheese? Again, if you care about goat cheese and sheep cheese, do not watch that documentary, bro. I mean, Deborah, ma'am, don't watch it. But if you care more about your health, you might want to watch it. I'm just putting a little warning out there for y'all. I don't love dairy. It's just convenient. I don't want to cook and clean up in the morning. It's just convenient. How's dairy convenient? All right. Okay. If that's how you feel. Hey, listen. If it works for you, knock yourself out. But it's totally up to you. What's a good documentary on there's a whole bunch of good documentaries on, depends on what kind of you're looking for. But the one documentary I recommend is called Utterly Amazing. You can get that on YT. That's for my folks who love dairy. My folks who love dairy. Let's see. Can't find it on YouTube. Utterly amazing. What's a good eating window? Well, daytime hours. That's the good eating window. The daytime hours. That's the good eating window. The eating should stop at nighttime. That's a good eating window. Simplest way I can say it. Where did you get that shirt? I want one. You know, I don't even know, where did I get this shirt? I got so many shirts, I don't even know where I get half of these shirts from. It's like, I just been doing, my shirt game has been like this for years, so I don't even know where I get half of these shirts from, man. Like, I don't know. I'm a shirt connoisseur, so I get them from everywhere. Who knows? Breakfast with what? That's your breakfast right there. What you mean, breakfast with what? With all of that. That's breakfast. All of that is breakfast. It's a savory breakfast. You want to start your day off like that because you're going to take off like a space shuttle. You're going to take off not a space shuttle. You're going to take off like a plane, sorry. If that's you, folks, if you've been taking off, your blood sugar's been taken off too high, if you've been on that blood sugar roller coaster and you want to get off of this blood sugar roller coaster, if that is you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Many people have joined this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? It is a blueprint. We talk about things like breakfast, okay? What do you have for breakfast? What are the foods that you got to eat? This is the blueprint. We give you the foods that you got to eat, the recipes. You just show up, you do the work, you do it again tomorrow. We give you the recipes and the plan. You just got to execute that plan. Everybody has the ability to get their energy back. Like I said, if you wake up and you can't remember the last time you felt real energy that's running through your body, if that's you, if you can't remember the last time you felt energy, just real energy is running through your body, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What is it? Like I said, it is a blueprint for people who have been on the roller coaster, for people who got the high highs and the low lows, for people who have said change isn't just desired, it's downright necessary. I'm in enough pain, Kelley, because that's the thing. It takes people getting into enough pain to want to take action. Until we get into enough pain, folks, we're not going to take any action. We're not going to take any actions because we're not in enough pain. That's the only time that people will change, folks. Only 2 times when people will change. Pain and the fear of future pain. Those are the only 2 times. If it's not pain or fear of future pain, there's no need for us to change. Like, why the hell would I change, Kelley? Why would I change my diet? Why would I change my lifestyle? Why would I want to do that? I'm not in enough pain yet. So I told you earlier, your brain wants to keep you as comfortable as possible. Your brain knows that for you to get your number to your A1C to a 5.3 or a 5, like someone said earlier, it's very, very possible. You've seen the stories. I'm one of them. But here's the thing, your brain wants to keep you comfortable. That's what it wants to protect you. Bless its heart. Bless your brain's heart, because all it wants to do is protect you. Does the brain have a heart? Think about it. Bless your brain, bless its heart, because all it wants to do is protect you. But it's not protection, folks. It's avoidance. Avoidance isn't protection. It's surrender. So we can avoid doing the work. What is the work? Step number one, very first thing when you wake up in the morning is have a savory breakfast. You do this every morning. Do it every morning for a week. Just switch it up for a week. Just try it for a week. Switch it up. It's not going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do that. If you switch up, it just change what you're eating for a week. You want to know what? It might do you some good. But here's the thing. Your brain is so used to habits that when you wake up in the morning, you'll be like, man, I know Kelley, you talking about that savory breakfast, but shoot, them pancakes are looking good over there. Shoot, that donut is looking good over there. Your brain wants to keep you comfortable and used to the same routine. That's how it preserves energy. That's how it saves energy, by keeping you in a routine. That's what it wants to do. But you got to break that. You got to break that cycle. You break that cycle and step outside of your comfort zone. Everything that you want and don't have is outside of your comfort zone. So step out, and everything that you want is literally right there. If you're ready to step outside of your comfort zone for 14 days, then you should join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Where is it? What is it? And then I'm going to get back to your questions. Where is it and what is it? You're like, well, what's a 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, Kelley? It is for my people who have gotten to the point, like I said, where change isn't just desired. It's downright necessary. Their A1C has been high for so long, and they don't know what else to do. They tried everything, and nothing has worked. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Right here. You click right up here. Click on my picture again. You're going to come right here. There it is. The same thing on my other socials. If you click that link in my description, it's going to take you to a link that looks just like this, folks. It's going to look just like that. That is me pointing you in the right direction. Pointing you in the right direction. Like, hey, where do I go, Kelley? Like, what do I do? I need help. My blood sugar's been high. I need help. Nobody's listening to me, Kelley. Like, my own doctor won't even listen to me, man. I tell my doctor, like, oh, I need help, doc. And all the doctor does is just give you more medication. That's the only help that you've been getting. And you're like, Kelley, listen, I've been doing that whole thing for like 10, 15, 20 years. You don't even got to tell me. You just tell yourself. If that's what you've been doing, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. If you are ready to shake things up and say, I'm ready to get off of that cycle. I'm ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster. If that's you, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What should you expect? You should expect that if you show up and do the work and do it again tomorrow, your blood sugar will never be the same. Your blood sugar is not going to be the same. You're going to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster in as little as 14 days. Now it's $99 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge, where we're just going to fix your nutrition. We're going to get you off that blood sugar roller coaster. I don't care how long it's been. You use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for $79. Now, it's normally $99 to join the challenge. But you use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79 right here. Right here, folks. Click it. Sign up right here. That's where it says. Boom. Accept the challenge. $99 it says. Use the discount code ENERGY. You're joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79, folks. It was active for the next 20 minutes because we're getting out of here at the top of the hour, folks. So that is it. And then for my folks who have already gone through the 14-day challenge, beyond the challenge, 8 more weeks. We get to hang out for 8 more weeks. There, we're going to dive deep into all the areas: peaceful mind, active body, clean eating, effective sleep. You graduated from the 14-day challenge. Your next step is to go beyond the challenge. You're quite welcome. Can you join if you're not diabetic? Here, why the question is, why would you want to join? What are you trying to get out of? That would be a better question. Let me ask you that. Then I'll tell you my answer. All right. Or you're just trying to get healthy because you're like, hey, I want to get overall healthy. Like, yeah. It's specifically designed for folks who are struggling with high blood sugar. Now, it just depends. What's the 14-day challenge? Should I not eat oatmeal with chia seeds? You can. You can. That's a healthy fat. You can. You can do that. You got some chia seeds in there. You put some almond butter in there. You put some, maybe throw some protein powder in there. You want to put some clothing on that. But yeah, you can. What do you think about eat for your blood type? I don't know much about that one. I've heard about that one, but that would not be my specialty, folks. Eating for blood type. I've heard of it, but I don't specialize in that one. So I can't add much onto it. But I don't know because I've never experienced it. Can you join even if you're not diabetic? Yep. How much sugar is in alcoholic drinks? A whole hell of a lot. A whole hell of a lot. Alcohol is not your friend, user 407. That's why your blood sugar will shoot up high and then it'll drop down. It'll shoot up high because of the sugar. And then when the alcohol kicks in, that's when your blood sugar drops. That's when your blood sugar drops. Right? So if you're suffering from insulin resistance, alcohol, folks, is not your friend. It's not your friend. If you're suffering from high blood sugar, alcohol is not your friend. Insulin resistance, super cravings. What is considered high blood sugar? Anything over 100. Anything over 100. Ideally, you want it 70 to 100. This is your day-to-day blood sugar. Your A1C, you want that to be close to 5 as possible. As close to 5 as possible for your overall A1C. But for your normal everyday blood sugar, it should be below 100. Anything above that, it's high. Anything above 100, starting getting moderately high. Pre-diabetes is moderately high. Type 2 diabetes, super high. You have apple butter. You have apple butter? Apple butter? What's apple butter? Can you have apple butter? I don't know much about apple butter. Tell me more about apple butter. You mean an apple with peanut butter or with apple butter? I don't know much about that one. I don't know that one. I have crazy sugar cravings. If you have crazy sugar cravings, how many numbers will my A1C drop in your 14-day challenge? Well, I'll tell you this. Then I answer the question about sugar as well. We've had several people. It depends on how hard you go. Let me answer you this, Sonia. It depends on how hard you go. If you go hard for 14 days, there have been people who have dropped their A1C from an 8 to a 6. From a 5.7, from a 7.1 to a 5.7. Other people have dropped theirs. 1.5 in 14 days. 2 points in 14 days. Why? It's because we're cleaning up your eating. You cleaning up your eating. So in the 14 days, folks, we could do some significant, put a huge dent in your A1C, a huge dent, which many people have done. But again, it just depends on how hard you go. If you go, it's only 14 days. If you lock in for 14 days and say, you know what, and you treat it as a challenge, which it really is, you step outside of your comfort zone for 14 days. She even got taken off from the one who went from an 8 to a 6, Jazzy. She went from an 8 to a 6, got taken off her medication. The doctor took her off her medication after the 2-week challenge. Why? It's because that's how hard she went. She said she sat down with her family and told her, like, family, listen, this is what I'm going to be doing for 2 weeks. And she said, this is what my life is going to be about. This is what I'm going to do. This is what my life is going to be about. And nothing is going to stop me. and she locked in. And with many other people who have locked in. Over 250 people who have joined the challenge. Like I said before, not everybody makes it through to the end because it is a challenge. But the people who make it through to the end and showing up every day and doing the work and do it again tomorrow, and they don't fall off the wagon, people getting amazing results. If you want to get amazing results, if that's you, if you say, listen, I'm ready for that. You said that's what you said. You use that discount code ENERGY, the live discount code, which will be available for another 20 minutes. You use that live discount code ENERGY. You're joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Not $99, but $79. You join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. 20% off. It takes 3 months for your A1C to drop. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Lily Blue, that's what they told you, right? You missed the explanations. We've been explaining this whole time. 3 months. It takes 3 months to see the overall picture. Yes, you are correct. However, keyword, however, you can put a big dent in your overall A1C in as little as 14 days. How? Because you clean up. It's predominantly, your A1C is high predominantly because of what you're eating. There's other things that are involved, but it's predominantly what you're eating. And every day you switch it up and you start clean eating, like we're talking about. Clean eating. You're giving your body what it needs, when it needs it, for your blood sugar to stay stable. Every day, those new red blood cells, new hemoglobin, it's being regenerated. The new red blood cells are being regenerated every single day. Those new blood cells that are being created, you want those to have as little as sugar on them as possible. So you do that day 1, day 2, day 3, day 15, you check your A1C again. Yeah, it takes 3 months for the overall picture, but however, in 2 weeks, you just cleaned up that 2-week period where you ate really, really well, and those new blood cells that were created, they don't have any sugar on them. That 14 days will contribute to the overall 3 month or 90 days. It will contribute to the math. It's just simple math. I was an engineer in the oil and gas industry. I know a thing or two about math. Okay? Simple math. That is how you can affect your overall A1C in as little as 14 days. 3 months to see the overall picture, but however, keyword, however. Okay, Lily, if you believe that, I ate super clean keto for 3 months, no cheating, very strict, A1C 5.9 is down to a 5.6. Well, there is just because it's not true for you, okay? That doesn't mean that it's not true for just because clean eating is very subjective. Did you follow a blueprint? Clean eating is very, very subjective. Your version of clean eating versus my version of clean eating versus somebody else's version of clean eating is totally different. So yeah, you got to take your blinders off. You take those blinders off, step over into my world. I'm going to show you this little thing called mad scientist. People are like, well, what's your degree in, Kelley? Yeah, I'm a nutritionist. Yeah, I'm a health coach. But I specialize more in mad scientists, being a mad scientist. That's what I specialize in more. You hang out with me for 2 weeks, you're going to prove yourself wrong. If you've tried everything and nothing has worked, and you're starting to believe that you're stuck this way forever, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. But only if you feel that way. All right, that's it, folks. That's it for the question. I don't see any more questions. Y'all got any more questions? I told you we keep the questions going as long as you got the questions. If you want to join that challenge, you use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining the challenge for, instead of $99, you're joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge for $79. My sugar levels plummets throughout the day and night. What do I do? I'm not your nutritionist, bro. You just said you got a nutritionist. You good. You know what I mean? I don't know what you want me to do at this point. You say I'm working with your nutrition. You're working with him. So I'm going to leave that one alone. There you go. You got your nutritionist. You guys are doing the thing up. The type 2 diabetes, let's get back to it because we're getting ready to get out of here. Type 2 diabetes, folks, is a dietary and lifestyle driven condition, meaning that it was your diet and lifestyle that caused the condition. So if it's your diet and lifestyle that caused the condition, it's the very same diet and it's the very same lifestyle that caused the condition that will get you out of it. What fruits do I recommend? Low glycemic index fruits, things like berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries. These are the fruits that I recommend because these are low glycemic. Oh, my bad. It is different people. I've lost 20 pounds in 3 months and died with my nutritionist. That wasn't me. Who made that? Okay, I got you. I'm with Lily. Oh, Lily, you're working with the nutrition. I got you. My bad. My bad. The cold cracker. I reread it. My bad. My sugar levels plummets throughout the day and night. What do I need to do? A1C is a 7.1. Okay, get it. All right. My apologies. You guys got the same picture, man. You threw me off. Here's the thing. Here's what you can do. The cold cracker. If that's you, if you say you're on that blood sugar roller coaster, sounds like you're on that blood sugar roller coaster. Sounds like you're on that blood sugar roller coaster. And if you're on that roller coaster, here's what you can do. Start your day off with a savory breakfast. That's what we talked about. The savory breakfast right here. Remember the savory breakfast that we talked about earlier? Step number 1 is having energy. Getting your A1C back to the normal range. Getting off the blood sugar roller coaster. Your blood sugar high, plummeting. Start your day off with a savory breakfast. Here's some of the choices right here. A protein, a fat, and a veggie. Start your day off with that. Prioritize as much protein in the morning. Somebody just joined the challenge. Shout out to them. Shout out to them for joining that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You were ready to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster. But if that's you, if you're ready to get off that blood sugar roller coaster, just like someone just did, you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use that discount code ENERGY. You're joining that challenge for $79. Join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. I do agree with you that it's clean eating. That's the key, but it takes a while for a dent to happen. No, it doesn't, Lily. I'm sorry you believe that, and I really am. I'm sorry that you believe that. And I'm sorry that someone told you that, and I'm sorry that it didn't work for you. But if you hang out with me, I promise you, in 2 weeks, I'm a mad scientist. I'm like nobody you've ever met before. I promise you. Your blood sugar is not going to look the same. Your blood sugar is going to, we're gonna get it to move. We're gonna put a big dent in it. You show up, you do the work, you follow the blueprint. You go hard, you go super hard. It's gonna be just like everybody else who joined the challenge and went super hard and made it through. Thank you so much, sir, for the advice. You're quite welcome, the cold cracker. Can you blend berries into your smoothies as long as you've got some proteins and fats with it? As long as you've got like some avocados, some almond butter, some peanut butter. Right? If you got all of that, you throw some protein powder in there. Just don't eat the berries by itself. You can do it. I appreciate that, black dog. That's a very nice thing to say, my good sir. Black dog. Can I have a plain peanuts instead of walnuts? Yeah. You can have plain peanuts instead of walnuts. Yeah. It's whatever. Put peanuts over there. It's this thing it can go endless. The savory breakfast is endless. You can have so many different breakfasts. It's endless. How you join? Here's how you join. Here's how you join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You click right up here. Right here. It's really high up there today. You click right up here, and then you click on my picture again. Click right here. Click on my picture again. You're going to come to this main page right here. And if you're over here, if you're over here, check it out. Click the link in my description. Click the link in my description. You're going to take you to a link. That link is going to look like this. Here's what that link. Here's that link right here. See that link that I just pressed? It's going to look like that. There it is. Here's all the stuff over here. There it is. But right here, back to here. Here's all the goodies are. The quiz, the masterclass, all of that stuff. The 14-day challenge right here. It's all right here, folks. It's all right here. What can you expect? You can expect, folks, that if you show up and you do the work, you do it again tomorrow, you're going to get the same results. You're going to get off of that blood sugar roller coaster, just like many people have done. They've gotten off the blood sugar roller coaster. What is the blood sugar roller coaster? The highs, the lows, the highs, the lows. If that's you, if you're stuck on that blood sugar roller coaster and you're ready to get off of that roller coaster, and you say, listen, man, I am ready to get off of that roller coaster. If you say that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. The highs, the lows, if you're tired of all of that, you're tired of all of the medications and all of that. If that's you, if you feel like you're stuck, then you should join this 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's only for people who are ready to take control of their blood sugar. If that's you, if you're ready to take control of your blood sugar, if that's you, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. What others are saying, you've seen what the others are saying. People have been coming on here and sharing their stories of what they've been saying. So I don't know, they speak for themselves. People have gone from an 8 to a 6. Their blood sugar back in the normal range, under 100, for the first time in many years. All because they joined that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. 14 days, it is a blueprint. It says if you follow this blueprint, it's a nutrition blueprint. You follow the blueprint, you show up, you do the work, you go hard, because it's all laid out there for you. It just depends on how much work you want to do. If you can set aside 2 weeks of your life and just go like for your health and just go like the hardest you've ever gone at anything in your life, it's a challenge. Not everybody makes it through. But the people who have made it through, some of those people have gotten taken off their medication and their doctor has reduced, and others, their doctors have reduced their medication drastically. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. It's $99 to join that 14-day challenge. But if you use that discount code ENERGY, you're joining the challenge for, use that discount code ENERGY, you're joining the challenge for $79 to join that 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. And for my people who have already graduated from the challenge, you know who you are. Beyond the challenge. It's another 8 weeks. Another 8 weeks, folks. It's another 8 weeks. True transformation begins. True transformation begins. Where do you go? We're getting ready to get out of here. Oh, where do you go to find it? We're getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to show it to you again, but it's linked in my bio, folks. Click right up here. For my folks who still say they still can't find where to join that challenge. Right here. And then click on my picture again. You got me? You got me, Ken Roy? Click right here. Whoop. It's way up there. Click on my picture. And then click on my picture again. And then when you click on my picture again, folks, it's going to come right here. You click right here. There it is. That link. Click that link. There it is. There it is, folks. This is where all the goodies are. It's like Disney World for diabetics. If you're suffering from insulin resistance, folks, there's a lot of freebies on here, a lot of grab and go stuff. Go grab it right here. 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. This is how you join. You click that orange one right there. It says 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. You click that one and you are in there. You're in there like swimwear, as I like to say. You're in there like swimwear. 14 days. It's a blueprint. You follow that blueprint. You say accept the challenge. That's where the page is. You follow that blueprint. You're going to get the same results as everybody else. It's a blueprint. It's a principle. The principles. The principles do not care who you are. Principles don't care if you are black, white, Asian, whatever. It doesn't care your race, color, creed, whatever. Principles are principles. And if you do it, you follow these principles, it doesn't matter. Okay? You're going to get the same results as everybody else who followed these principles. They're principles. This is what we got in the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Principles, folks. Let's see if we missed any questions. We're getting ready to get out of here. If you want to use that challenge, you want to join that challenge, use that discount code ENERGY. And for my folks who join beyond the challenge, we're going to have a Q&A today, 3 p.m. Eastern time. 3 p.m. Eastern time, Q&A for my folks who are beyond the challenge. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours from now. We're going to have a Beyond the Challenge Q&A. Log into your portal. You know where it is. Is protein powder supplements any good? Use the ones that has the least amount of ingredients. The one that has the least amount of ingredients. Those are the better options. So here we go, folks. We're going to get out of here. Here's what I want y'all to remember. That we all have choices. Like, we've got choices in this world. We'll be back tomorrow, by the way. We'll be back tomorrow, 8:15 Eastern time until noon. So it's noon right now. We're getting ready to get out of here. Here's what I want you to remember, though, until tomorrow. That we've got a lot of choices. You've got the choice. Everybody has the ability to get their number back to a 5.3, their A1C. Everybody has the ability to get off of this blood sugar roller coaster. It's a choice. I mean, you've got the ability to do it. Everybody has the ability, but most people just don't want to. You've got the ability to do whatever you want. If you have enough reasons, you can do the most incredible things. You know that? You've got enough reasons, you can do the most incredible things. God grace, if you need your A1C lowered real quick, then you should join the 14-day blood sugar reset challenge. Use the discount code ENERGY. If that's you, you need to get it lowered immediately. But we've all got the ability to lower our A1C and get it to a 5.3 or lower. We just don't want to. Do the choices. See, here's the thing. When we're born, we look like our parents. You know, when you're born, you're like, yo, who does he look like? He looks like his mom, his dad. He looks like his uncle. He looks like his grandpa. Like, oh, who does she look like? Oh, you look like your great-grandmother, Cindy. That's what you look like. You got her same nose. When we're born, we look like our parents. But when we die, we look like our choices.